Let's see how far we could get today.
They're holding position at the outskirts of the city. It's almost
like Igor is waiting for us there.
Blood pours across the steppe. So much killing. Haven't you had enough?
You may hide from this battle, but what about the storm? The cavalry corps can shelter you forever, Meryl.
many of our soldiers call this land their home. They're eager to see it after the storm.
You expect me to abandon this place?
But we don't belong to this era.
The cavalry corps cannot intervene in local conflict. You have 2 weeks to withdraw.
I can show you what Earth left behind, Type Keeper.
Why help us?
To atone for our sins. And to defend our home. For that, I'll need your help too.
It isn't about the bloodshed. But if killing Igor paves my way to immortality, then why the hell not?
Timekeeper.
I didn't realize that was Sharon. Is that Sharon? On Andreas? Well, the horse Andreas, right?
Tales of chivalry have come and gone. But we can still fight. To defend the ones we love and the future.
Hey Sizer, story's pretty good. We just got Sharon coming out to send a message to our troops. So we saw Sharon on top of Andreas, the horse. And like I didn't understand, like, for one part I'm like, oh, how did Timekeeper get out of the amber room? And then I realized that Senna, I guess, went down and grabbed her or something. Because I'm like, how did she get up onto the, the field when she was in the amber room with Igor? Stage 12, Life and Fate. Reforge scythe and pound into Storm's edge. Let iron learn to leave its sheath. Let our enemies know the taste of hunger. What room is this? Okay, we're in the militia base. He does not feel pain as the living do, but has left its mark on the same. He must have endured unimaginable torment. But they're probably talking about Sharon, since we just got Sharon to I guess we rescued Sharon since he fell off the horse, and it seemed like he was tortured and stuff.
His bodily structure is too fractious to store his arcane energy. The leakage is worsening his condition.
Sharon's body is held together in an unnatural way, like a man crushed 1,000 times. His fragments no longer fit together as they should.
How could the Manus do such a thing?
Why? He's got nothing to do with any of this.
Meryl stands with her back to Sharon, her shoulders hunched and trembling.
I should have gone with you, Charon.
Sharon now lies on the stretcher, silent and contained, like a black wall behind them. Meryl finally shows Sharon's arcane skill for the first time, vast and hollow like death itself.
No.
Meryl.
Asha.
He instantly turns to her, and Marsha grips her shoulder firmly, holding her back in place.
Don't turn around. I think Charon wants to tell you something.
What is it, Charon?
Meryl.
Charon, I'm sorry, it's all my fault.
With a single word, Meryl's voice comes rushing like a river breaking its bank.
You protected me, walked with me all this way, hid me, kept me safe, and after all that, after everything you've done for me, I left you there, all alone. If only I weren't such a weakling. If only I were brave like the others. I could have taken you with me. Saved you for once. But it's all my fault. I'm useless. I should never have left you behind. If it weren't for me, you could have...
The words choke in her throat before they can be spoken.
No, Meryl.
Charon finds a chance to piece together his broken speech.
You promised to run away when danger came. Why do you remain here? Go, find a safe place.
No, I can't. I can't run away anymore. I shouldn't. I should never have run in the first place. If I'd just gone back to the squad. If I hadn't asked to go with you, if...
Mara's too overwhelmed to speak. A pair of hands gently wipes the tear from her face.
Hush, now. How are you supposed to help me fix Charon up if you keep crying like this? Don't forget what we need to do. Charon will be fine. As long as we can restore the vessel of his consciousness, he'll recover. I'm the only one who can look at him right now, and I need a reliable assistant. Only the two of us can help him. Do you understand?
Yes. Right, I understand.
Then take a moment and wipe your tears. It won't be an easy task, but it'll soon be over. Just follow my instructions and give me what I need when I ask for it. Can you do that, Meryl?
The boy steps onto the fallen stone pillar, the wreckage of the warplane in the church behind him. It's been shot down, yet it still seems to mature. It's been shot down, yet it still seems to posture its defiance, a grim reminder of how fragile the city is. One by one, people gather around Fura Petrovich, quickly forming a tight circle. I don't think they're gonna hand over Igor. More and more voices join the chanting. The rest of the residents linger in the distance. Some whisper behind covered mouth, others lifts anxious eye to the sky, wishing for bombs they may yet fall. The chanting crowd clamors over the street barricades, only to be halted by the gun barrels before the fortification of the city defense headquarters.
Stop! Don't go.
Clergy!
Stand aside, kid. I need to talk to your commander.
You can tell me. I'll pass it on.
Sergei feels a shove from the
Hey,
side.
I know this man. Let me talk to him.
The Barongrad militiaman climbs onto the fortification, standing taller.
Fyodor, take your people and turn back. Or are you here just to cause trouble?
Still standing strong with the cavalry, are we, Dima? Don't you know how many have sided with us?
Them? Just little sheep following any dog that barks at them.
You war-crazed Duraki. All we have to do is hand over that Igor, and Krutov will leave us be. The choice is obvious.
You're the Durak. They're bandits. You can't trust the word they say.
And this Igor, who is he? No one here has ever even heard of him. It's no skin of our back to hand him over. You cavalry said you wanted to protect the city. Now is your chance. If Krutov has some personal issue with Igor, then I say they solve it themselves on the step.
You don't know what you're talking about. The drinks pickled your brain. Just look at your nose. You've got no say here anyway, so shut it and go home.
A cacophony of boos erupts from the
Or
crowd.
you can use your enthusiasm to fight off the bandits and get our market back.
The commander turns from the window.
Tell the 1st Battalion's commander to evacuate the citizens trapped outside. Just a few sharp soldiers. Don't worsen the situation. Be careful. No misfires. Fyodor won't dare start a real fight. He'd sooner roll in his wealth than die.
Yes, Commander.
Genova leaves at the order.
You taught Krutov well, Igor. He has driven a wedge between us. Old-fashioned, but effective. He knows we need both the militia and the citizens to hold Peregrad. One whisper deal and half turn against us.
He will do anything to bring me a humiliating death.
Why? I never warmed to him, true, but I had no inkling his hatred ran so deep.
Igor falls silent as he's fishing his thoughts from the depths of the dark ponds.
Like me, there was no turning back for him after San Paulo. He can only continue down the path he has laid. Since the deal with Manus Vindicta, he has resented me. He claims I shot at him for his sacrifice. He also believes our break from the Manus was a grave mistake. He wishes to wrest more power from them. But I never promised him power. I promised him a chance at survival. Still, he calls the boon a sacred thing that will grant him the power of a god. Krutov took my choice as weakness. Now, he is obsessed with proving that his path is the right one. He wants to kill me, to take the boon, to prove his worth to the Manus. We can take advantage of this.
Outside, arguments between the cavalrymen and citizens rise and falls along the street.
One thing is certain. This decisive battle will not be inside the city. We cannot stay here alone. Let us live together, Ivan. We will discuss our strategy on the way to camp.
Why did that? Some reason that's felt like that stage was shorter or felt shorter. Stage 13. Farewell letter. Mounting their horses and clutching the reins, young men bid farewell and head to war. A story as old as time.
So, you're saying you devised this plan with Igor?
The Nova stands opposite the commander. The map tables between them agitated and she shifts the marker representing. The commander glances back at her. Her words are minimum, but her stance is made clear.
Put the griffin down, Sabina. We're all in the same boat now.
Sonova raises a hand and sweeps the wooden griffin to the edge of the table.
I'm not questioning your orders, but I will state for the record that leaving our back wide open to Igor is too risky. After dark, the cavalry will advance upstream with minimal gear to launch a surprise attack, cutting off Krutov's supply lines. It makes sense. Our riders know the terrain like the back of their hand. This will allow us to capitalize on our superior mobility. But we would be leaving the right bank, the forest, the Sich, and even Beregrad exposed. We're throwing ourselves into the old lion's mouth and praying he won't bite.
You're right, we'd be exposed. But the coalition without trust wins nothing. You've seen Krutov and his army. Neither the cavalry corps nor the militia can meet his air power or artillery. Belgrade would be rubble if not for Igor's anti-air guns.
Your thoughts drift to the poorhouse. Its dome half destroyed in a bomb dropped during the withdrawal of Berngrad.
The Griffin Legion is well equipped, but they're thin on numbers and supplies. They will hold cities and forests best. Let them guard the city. Our riders will flank the enemy by night. Both Igor and I agree on this.
But...
He knows the commander has reason, yet the smoke of South America still hangs heavy in her memory, casts an unescapable shadow over the coalition.
I hear your concern, Sabina.
He picks up the wooden griffon and sets it down on the sick.
When the operation begins, Igor will come to our siege. All his communication will be monitored.
How? I doubt our operators can tap his line so effectively.
There will be no such need. On our return from the city, I asked Igor to use only our lines for the operation. He agreed.
I see. Still, I'll be keeping an eye on him.
Your scrutiny is welcome, Colonel Sternova.
The rebel leader enters the tent, his presence tightening the already frayed nerves of the chief of staff. Under Sternova's piercing gaze, he places a document on the table.
What's this?
All the information I have on Krutov. His background, academic record, military experience, psychological profile, and a registered list of his arcane skills.
The information comes like rain upon a desert. Such a clear proof of good faith silenced Sonova's worries. He silently agrees to allow the collaboration to continue.
Spasiba. We know little of Krutov. I'll be sure to read this before we begin.
Under the high noon sun, blurred shadows fall across the canvas wall of the tent.
Huh? Who's that gathering outside?
I saw some officers discussing something in camp. It may be them.
Let us hear what they have to say, Sabina.
This is...
Just as Igor predicted, there's a group of officers standing outside the tent. Their hands rest along the seam of their trousers, their face each wearing a complicated, cautious expression.
Why are you out here jabbering when you should be making preparations?
The leader of the 5th Version takes a small step forward and delivers a textbook salute.
Commander, I am here to make a request of you. On behalf of the men, sir.
I'm listening.
He draws a deep breath. The goatee upon his chin trembles slightly.
As you know, many of our comrades have homes nearby, families. We formally request a half-day's leave to visit them. I swear to you, sir, not a single rider will shirk their duties. We are Cossacks, true, ready to shed blood on the battlefield. We were born soldiers of the steppe, just as our fathers were, and theirs before them. We know that not all of us will live to see the rising of the sun tomorrow. So if we have a chance to see our loved ones,
He clenches his teeth. Facing the commander, the speech he prepares seems to have slipped from his mind. So he simply remains silent. After all, the most important request has already been made. The commander clasps his hands behind his back, his gaze sweeping over the row of Cossacks' military caps. The soldiers follow his eyes. No one dares break the silence. Then, he waves a hand.
A half day. No more. Go see your families.
A bittersweet cheer erupts from the soldiers. The feeling spreads quickly throughout the camp, the other soldiers soon learning of the commander's answer from the rising fervor.
Anyone who fails to return to the sitch before nightfall will be branded a deserter. Do I make myself clear?
The cavalrymen disperse to the tune of "Yes, sir," and "Thank you, sir." The commander lets out a long sigh and meets Sanova's eyes.
Will you be paying a visit to Tamarvka?
No.
He shakes his head.
There is much to prepare. Come, let us return to it.
The commander sets a pile of black letters paper on the paper. Wait. The commander sets a pile of black letter paper on the table and pushes it towards Sanova.
Pass these papers to any soldier not going home. Tell them to write a letter if they wish.
Sanova gazes again. He glances at the commander, to Igor, then back again. Then at last she nods. She gathers the paper, turns, and leaves the makeshift meeting room.
Not the wisest choice. Sending them home just before a major operation. Their families will plead for them to stay.
But they will return. All of them. You share their blood, Igor. You should know this. And a Cossack will do anything to protect their home and family. The embrace of those they fight to protect will only sharpen their resolve.
The commander pours himself and his temporary ally a cup of dark tea spiced with pepper.
Maybe you think you know them, but they know little of you, and even less about what Zeno expects of them. They will be sent to other battlefields, away from their homes. Their homesickness will be a liability.
They knew what service meant when they enlisted. Though I cannot say if they are truly ready to leave their homeland behind.
Homeland. Every war is fought on someone's home, yet its name is used to forge the young into unbreakable soldiers. It seems you still understand this. But tell me one, Why don't you go to Tomarovka? The road should still be safe.
Ivan lifts his cup and takes a sip.
Or is it that the dawn of this era is no home to you? Are you afraid to tell your soldiers the truth?
The commander adjusts the collar of his uniform, searching for a way to change the subject.
I don't answer to you anymore, Igor. In fact, you're one of mine now. You should join them.
Join them? What do you mean?
Write a letter to your loved ones.
The unexpected proposal renders Igor silent.
Krutov bears a grudge against you. It is clear. If we fail, he will show you no mercy. So, anyone to bid farewell to? Or is this era truly just a fleeting whim to you?
Igor drinks the hot tea in one gulp. He raises and puts on his coat.
I'll leave you to your work.
After this battle, Igor, I hope never to see you again.
Taking a few sheets of letter paper from the commander's desk, Igor steps out of the tent. The commander remains standing as if waiting for someone to arrive. Soon, the radio link to the headquarters chirps in an alarming tone as expected.
Vice Admiral Barakov, is the timekeeper safe?
Yes. She says our mission in Belgrade is mostly complete.
Good. We'll relay this to the Foundation Committee. With that settled, your orders are to pull the Cavalry Corps from the region, effective immediately.
Immediately? We were given 2 weeks to secure Belgrade. A warlord and his bandits, aided by Manus Vindictae, have been running rampant on the Don. We are working to neutralize this threat before redeployment.
Manus Vindictae's forces are concentrated on the Western Front. Our manpower is already stretched too thin. We can't afford to hold the Don River. Not while there are more important strategic goals.
Uh-oh.
The decision is set. No 2 weeks.
Change of plans.
5 days, that's all I ask. We will resolve the threat here and ride to Hungary without delay.
And how do you plan to resolve the threat? With Igor's rebels? Did you really think you could hide your coalition with Igor and his traitors? You and I only turned a blind eye for the Timekeeper's sake. But the Timekeeper has finished her work, and you are still collaborating with them. Are you prepared to face the committee if they demand an explanation? Vice Admiral Barakov, do you read me? Ivan Ivanovich, you understand what I'm saying, don't you? You'll obey orders or you'll face the consequences, Ivan.
What is he gonna choose?
Protect our home and kin. That is why I stand with Igor's rebels. That will be my only answer to the tribunal.
To be continued. Mounting, procedures, and posture. First opening. Operation Order Brief. Top secret. Colonel Sonova's Operation Order Brief. Operation Order Brief. In accordance with the Xeno Military Security Protocol, this brief has been encrypted. Operation Order Number Operation Frozen Horseshoe. Spear. Light Cavalry Division. Full 500. Mission. You are ordered to form a rapid strike team with the structure and shield units hereby designated as Omega. Right? Is that Omega or wait? What symbol is that? I forget now. Alright, strike team with corners of the Horse Hunter. Forces the Old Citizens unit to establish a formation. Battlefront. Events upstream along the golden banks of the Undercurrent. A waterway to launch a surprise assault. Your core objective is to restrict enemy deployment space at all course. 2. Enemy intel. Our force and Horse Hunter forces suffer infiltration attacks in southern town. We have confirmed the enemy's new attack. Enemy Black Lotus. Forces are massing on a golden bank of the Undercurrent waterway. They are expected to cross in full strength and launch a general offense against southern town. According to the reliable intelligence, enemy Black Lotus forces are expected to mass for attack within the 24 hours. However, the exact strength of the troop committed to the dark banks of the Undercurrent waterway remains unknown. 3. Execution. Rapidly force the Undercurrent waterway. Before enemy forces completely assemble, execute a flanking maneuver from the narrow wing. Ambush and eliminate all encounter enemy units. Penetrate enemy rear positions and sever supply lines. All combat units must reach the Old Tree Riverside sector and assemble before the autumn harvest. 4. Coordination. Horse Hunter forces with the Old Citizen unit have been integrated in the southern town defense network and will conduct diversity attacks from the dark banks. Long tail. Forces will provide supporting fire and cleanup. Following the extension of the offensive, your unit must immediately engage the enemy in coordinates with friendly forces for encirclement. If you encounter an enemy counterattack, you may request air support. Due to logistic constraints, the Scout Short Sword camp will assist in securing abandoned horses and equipment recovering during operations. 5. Command and signal. Maintain status quo until next classified order is received. Stage 14. The night before war. The fire of war burns ever nearer. Children of the Dawn, it's time to reunite. Sutterby steps aside, taking over. Alright. Zanetta steps. What the? Alright, Zanetta steps outside, looking out over the endless grassland to the sky above beyond. The afternoon wind rushes from across the steppes, carrying an unseasonable dryness. It gently rustles through her hair. The weariness of her relentless schedule, the weight of the coming war, and the tension she bears from her responsibilities are, for a brief moment, faintly eased.
Greetings, Miss Sonata.
Mr. Igor.
The greetings is awkward, yet it doesn't stop the tough old admiral from leaning against a tree not far away. He gently closes his eyes as if listening for something. How long has it been standing there? Zanetta swallows the question before it reaches her lips.
What are you doing out here?
There is a sound as the wind brushes over the grasslands. I find it eases my mind.
Zanetta focuses in the same sound. After a moment, she resumes her question.
You're here for the timekeeper. Is that right?
Is she still resting? What she saw in the amber room must have impacted her greatly.
Aware of the old man's special status, Zanetta tightens her grip on the wand hidden behind her back.
I only want to have a word with you. Nothing more. We are on the same side.
Footsteps crunches through the dirt behind them.
For the time being, yes. Until Krutov is defeated.
I owe you an apology, leaving you in the amber room for so long. My troops needed their leader when Krutov attacked.
Think nothing of it. I was prepared for the risks. Besides, Sonetta and Marsh were there to help me.
What did you see there, in the room?
An overt question. A fear ordered the memory floods her vision. After a few deep breaths, reason slowly returns.
I believe it was Erd. But she seemed unsure of that herself. There were others there trying to convince her of her own identity. She was being put through some kind of disturbing experiment. And for a brief moment, she caught sight of me. She walked towards me, then vanished. I saw other things too, but they were blurry and fragmented.
The video clips. Then they didn't take their devices with them when they evacuated after all.
No. Whatever I saw wasn't footage. I have to enter the Amber Room once more, to make sense of what I saw.
Igor falls silent for a moment, then shakes his head.
I advise against it. There are still skirmishes being fought in the city. No one can guarantee the church will stay safe for long. The Cavalry Corps is preparing for a surprise assault tonight. Lieutenant Lilia is in the field trying to locate and destroy the Manus' rights. Your assistant will be your only protection. You are too important, Timekeeper. If your presence in Belgrade were exposed, the Manus will throw everything they have into capturing you. I cannot afford to let anything jeopardize our battle plan. You must stay hidden from the enemy until it is safe. Miss Sanetta, I don't question your capability and devotion, but Belgrade is a potential battlefield. It's too dangerous.
Good point. I'll be sure to return to the Amber Room, only after you've defeated Krutov.
It will be done soon.
A soldier came to me earlier today. He seemed to think a Foundation member would have a higher chance of surviving the battle, and asked me to deliver a letter to his brother on the Western Front. What about you, Mr. Eagle? Did you write anything?
Igor lets out a sigh so faint it almost goes unnoticed. Clearly he's trying to conceal
I know
something.
someone who would be deeply upset were you to die here. She intends to end your life with her own hands.
Lilia. Igor rushes his temple and gives a helpless smile.
Lopera.
Oh,
Does the Foundation still keep her?
You could say that. She isn't allowed to return to her position as a soldier yet. Not until Zeno's review is finished.
Igor nods, signaling he wants to hear more.
She's made somewhat of a life for herself at the Foundation. Made friends, and got into some trouble. They've assigned her an instructor to work on her dice game obsession.
Pera. So typical of her.
There's something I'd like to know, too.
Ask away.
Commander Ivan invited me to his home in Tamarovka for a lunch. A lady hosted us. He introduced her as his mother, but something seemed off.
She is indeed Ivan's mother.
Then, did Commander Ivan request shelter for her from the storm?
Yes, a request made not longer after their reunion.
Igor folds his arm across his chest, frowning.
Not even the most capable diviners could have predicted the advent of the storm. As you suspected, Ivan's mother, like most at the time, was reversed during the first storm. Sometime after that, Ivan rediscovered her. He told me that he knew it was her from the wrinkles on her face and her tender smile. He was certain that, by some miracle, his mother had survived the storm and return to him. An improbable scenario, don't you think, Timekeeper?
A familiar coincidence.
One day, I'll uncover the truth about the storm. For everyone's sake. For my mother.
Igor doesn't answer. Instead, he fixes his gaze on the rolling waves of grass. Night falls over the steppes. Amidst the chaos of pounding hooves and shouting voices, Stanova lifts the tense slap.
Colonel Sternova, is the Corps prepared to ride out soon?
Yes, our forces are assembled. We're ready to go. As for the Griffins, 3 of their air defense squads have been stationed in Bedigrad, while the rest are heading to Basakagoria, the mountain north of the city.
Is Igor marching with his army?
No. Both Igor and Commander Ivan will stay at the command post in the siege. I'm here to check on you at Lieutenant Lilia's request. She said you're good at slipping away and making people worry.
Banana suppresses a laugh before the flies steering the conversation elsewhere.
3 squads. That's all the city has for air defense?
That and the militia. With our reduced numbers and the danger of street battles, we have to rely on the support of armed citizens.
Outside the tent, the agitator has only continued to build. The commander's orders ring out, half lost in the swelling noise.
Timekeeper, for your own sake, I suggest you leave the dawn. Or at least make sure you bunker down someplace safe. I'll take my leave of you now. Commander Ivan is about to rally the troops.
Beneath the night sky, a hushed yet firm atmosphere settles in. The soldiers' fighting spirit renders them restless.
I get to fight a real war. Boże, my hands won't stop shaking.
Keep your head on straight, you Durak, or you'll get yourself killed. There's nothing romantic about war. I've fought alongside many soldiers like you, dreaming of glory, victory, and the praise of our people when we returned home. But I returned alone. The rest died on some god-forsaken battlefield, along with their dreams of glory. I visited their graves before I left. Hope their spirits are with me.
I went home to see my girl.
You didn't promise you were going to marry her after we win the war, did you?
No, I didn't say anything at all. I just looked into those beautiful eyes of hers. She understood the rest. We knew it could be the last time we'd see each other.
All right, that's enough, lover boy. Commander Ivan's about to give his speech.
Attention all troops! Call the roll!
Strong, unified voices raised from the formation, joined by the thunder of horse stamping the ground.
All soldiers have returned to their posts, sir. I knew there were no cowards in the Corps.
I expected nothing less.
Listen, riders! You've seen the ruin Krutov and his bandits have wrought. You've seen those black-hearted cowards burn Cossack homes and kill our kin.
I'm going to cut off that clown's head and hang it in my backyard.
The young boy sparks a burst of laughter. The fists and shout of approval are thrown in the air.
Вы видели, как они грабили и топтали нашу землю, наш народ и наши достоинства? Вы слышали их смех, Когда они резали наш народ, а наши дети плакали. Но сегодня их злодеяние окончится. Не так ли, мои братья и сестры? Потому что мы, Корикорпус, всадники степи, дети Донна, остановим их на месте. Мы сотрем их в пыль и вернемся домой победителями за степь, за Дон, за еще не рожденных детей казаков. Today, we destroy the enemy and reclaim our home. Get on! Hurrah!
This land, the great mother of the Cossack, trembles beneath the vigor of their sons and daughters. At the commander's orders, the cavalry force makes their march, the scouts at the front lifting their torches high. The flames of glory burn bright, setting the curtains of history ablaze. To be continued. Oh, we got a new tape. Stage 15. Dust between fingers. Feel the moment, feel your feelings. That's what matters most. The militia camp is full of makeshift beds, sheltering the many civilians injured in the warlord's raids. The wails of pain echoes in every corner. Are we seeing Sharon again and Meryl? Still, they manage to set aside one private room. Meryl raises from her chair to the dirty third time, pacing around the only bed in the room to check on the patient again. The patient no longer oozes death, yet she still can't bring herself to fully look at him. Her gaze drifts aimlessly towards the single basement window, the grain of the wooden chair. A smug of chocolate at the edge of the cloth catches her eye. This unwakened has an unnaturally low body temperature, so low that even in Burial's long autumn, a piece of chocolate won't melt. Could someone have used fire? Can fire even hurt? Sharon? Has her friend been turned over flames like a roasted pig? Meryl feels guilty for the association, but in her frankness, her thoughts keep jumping around. A shiver runs through her, as if her own hand had struck the match to the kindling.
Oh, Charon, you're awake.
He turns her face quickly, wiping away a tear, then hurries to Sharon's side to help him sit up.
How are you feeling? Are you thirsty? Are you in pain? I'll go get the painkillers.
Sharon shakes his head slowly. He has no need for water, and the medicine in the updot makes no difference to him. Besides, the water beneath the bench is almost healed.
Oh, right. Marsha cut your cloak when she was patching you up. Here, I found a new one for you. Do you like it?
Meryl is desperate to do something, anything for him.
That won't be needed, Meryl. You owe nothing.
Cloth covering the death beneath shifts as the breeze has just disturbed the air in the sealed room, muffling Sharon's next words.
No, I owe you a lot. What I did was wrong.
Her no is both in denial of him and herself.
I'm an arcanist trained by the SBDM and the Vigils. I even fought a little in Antarctica. I can fight, I can. But I didn't. We could have escaped together. If I hadn't run away.
A horrifying thought grips her.
I should never have forced you to take me with you in the first place. If I hadn't been so desperate to run off from the 12, you'd still be tending flowers in the graveyard back in Montpay. Instead of...
Death's call had grown heavy in the east. The path forward was clear. So long as Krutov's atrocities grew unchecked, this was inevitable.
He tries to comfort her, but she is like a cracked cup, no longer able to contain her emotions.
I'll go get Andreas. I'm sure he's missed you a lot.
Perhaps escape is one way to heal wounds. Sharon doesn't stop her. The streets of Belgrade is barricaded with quilt, leftover firewood, and by the people who have refused to leave the city. Women speak in low, anxious voice about what will come to this unusual warm autumn, about family who are now far away.
I'm pretty sure the stable's around here.
Where's Andreas?
Dodka.
The tender sound of an old voice draws Meryl's attention. She turns to find an elderly lady sitting in the shade beside the road.
Are you talking to me?
Yes, Dochka. You were in Tamarovka, yes? Sergei said you were the fish he and his friends got from the river.
If it weren't for them, they probably would have wound up in the stomach of some big fish. Speaking of which, the soldiers have left already, right?
Ah, so you don't know either.
The lady's face falls.
I saw you with those Foundation people. I thought you'd have some news from the inside. Ivan sent his men to bring me to Belgrade. He told me it would be safer there, under the protection of the militia and the Foundation. He promised to take me to Zeno headquarters once he's back.
Ivan? Wait, you don't mean Ivan Ivanovich, do you? You're his mother.
I am, Rodnaya. Though a child doesn't tell his mother everything, I'm sure he has his reasons. I've grown quite used to it. But every time he suggests taking me to headquarters, I feel sad for the friends I made in the village and the red carnations in my little garden. That soon, they'll all vanish.
The old lady's sorrowful words make something inside Meryl give way.
Dochka, tell me, are we heading into another era?
Meryl nervously chucks the belt at her waist. She tilts her head, avoiding Miss Gallo's watery eyes.
I'm sorry, I don't know what you're talking about.
No. I should apologize, Dochka. Not you. I shouldn't be saying such things.
The old lady gently takes Meryl's shaking hands in her own.
Oh, I am just an old woman. Sometimes I don't even know what I'm saying myself. Come now. Lift your chin and smile, Dochka.
Do you think there's still meaning in this kind of life? It's like I'm trying to catch something, but no matter how hard I try to hold on to it, everything I do, Every friendship I make will just be blown away. Like dust.
Well,
As Galena gives the cool kind of nod only someone with many years behind them can give, and guides Meryl to sit beside
I
her.
was in a coffee house in Kreshatik, Kiev, watching the Salyut 6 space station launch. There was a marching band outside rehearsing Prazdnichnaya Overture, the festive overture. As the piece moved into the exposition, I saw Ivan push aside the drum major and ran straight toward me. Boże, he barged into that coffee house so fast that he nearly shattered the door. And the first word from his mouth was Mama.
Escalino breaks into a soft laugh.
So, did you believe him? That he was your son?
Her smile grows, and deeper lines appear at the corner of her eyes.
Did I believe him? I called the police 3 times. The first time I told them I was being harassed. The second time that he was a scammer.
What about the third time?
The third time I told them Ivan was a lunatic who claimed to be a time traveler and should be committed to a sanitarium. But every time, he was quickly bailed out by Zeno or the Foundation. He'd loiter around my building, holding a rusty tin box he claimed held legacy items I left behind. The nerve of that boy. I was still alive and well.
What was in it? Did you see?
Half a homemade cookie and a photo of the 2 of us. A photo so clear that it couldn't possibly have been produced in my time. He spent months following me to all sorts of places around Kiev. One day, outside my building, he told me how I planted red carnations on the windowsill at his childhood home. But none ever bloomed. At the tailor's, he said that whenever a button fell off his clothes, he'd send it home for me to mend. And I would sew 2 buttons with irises on them.
She speaks slowly. The story she tells gradually becomes her own. Her eyes are filled with wordless emotions.
I didn't share those memories, but over time, I grew attached to them all the same. Now, when I think of them, there's a bittersweet pricking in my bones.
She leans down, gathers a handful of dust from the ground, and lets it fall into Meryl's open palm.
You see, Dochka, the wind does blow away the dust.
She helps Meryl spread her fingers.
But focus. Do you feel anything?
I feel it slipping away, leaving me behind as if it's destined to happen.
Exactly. You felt it. The excitement as the rockets soared into the sky. The surge of inspiration from the trumpet's cry in the festive overture. The heartbreaking ache in my chest as Ivan spoke to me of his mother. These fleeting moments, I felt them and imprinted them deep into my heart.
So then, the meaning of all this? isn't in what we leave behind, but in what we feel as we go through it.
A spark lives for its light and warmth, not for the ashes it will leave behind. Don't you agree? What's your name, child?
Meryl. Meryl Van de Veer.
My dear Meryl, every one of us is destined to return to dust. So why not feel as deeply as we can while we have the chance? Feel every one of our memories, bitter and sweet. Savor and cherish each sparkling moment, even if the storm washes you away one day. Because even if you no longer feel them, someone like my Ivan will.
He stands.
Where are you going?
To see what help I can offer. And to create more memories of this time before it's gone.
Meryl watches her disappear behind a barricade. She moves with the strength of half her age. She looks down at the dust still trapped between her fingers. To be continued. That was kind of like a sad little bit stage. How, like, you know, Yvonne was trying to get get, like, you know, get what Jivina to, you know, since she is exactly like Yvonne's mother back in the time she got hit by the storm. So, but it was funny that she called the police 3 times. To be filed. Discipline and merit, 2 ends of the scale. As for where the weight are placed, who can say? Our disciplinary decision draft. Disciplinary action for Vice Admiral Ivan Ivanovich for a violation of military regulation draft. Ivan Ivanovich Borokros holds the ranking of Vice Admiral. Currently serves as the commander of the Xeno Arm Academy Cavalry Corps. He leads the force in Operation Abandi, Operation Binocular, Cosmodrome, and others during the Storm War, earning numerous commemorations for distinguished services. Reply: be clear on merits or demerits. List everything. However, following the third storm, Vice Admiral Barakrov deserted his post while on active duty and succeeded on multiple occasions without authorization from superior command or consent from the individual. Brought a human teacher, Miss Galina. So a script is crossed out, but redact the name. No, into Xeno headquarters in Geneva. This conduct raised serious concern among relative human authorities, damaged the Cavalry Corps' reputation, and severely undermined peaceful relations between Arcanists and humans. Regarding Vice Admiral Ivan, unauthorized contact and bringing a human into Xeno's Arms Academy. Following investigation of the Oversight Team and verification of the Military Discipline Department, the Xeno Arm Academy High Command has determined his action constitutes severe violations of the latest supplement to Arm Xeno Academy military regulation. In light of Vice Admiral Barakov repeated declaration of duty and severe desecration of human life, having consecutively received 3 informal warnings, 3 informal warnings, 3 formal warnings, and 3 severe warnings, Xeno High Command has decided to, instead of oppose community penalties, sentence him to suspension without pay for 12 months. So these are just a draft, so I guess it's not like, you know, I guess stuff that are crossed out is not, you know, not taken. Who authorized this? Are you desk officer going to command troops in this field? The Oversight Team will dispatch personnel to supervise Vice Admiral Division to ensure complement of the sentence. Unnecessary. He follows orders. Regarding Vice Admiral Burrowcross's violation of military regulations, all commanders and soldiers are urged to take this as a warning, strengthening their sense of duty and strictly uphold Xeno military discipline. Xeno Arms Academy of Signature. I read it. Too much padding. Redraft for signature. Mercy! So this is going to be our last one before we call it for the night. He understood what the word means.
You seem to know a thing or two about training horses. Impressive. Kids these days don't appreciate riding like they used to. Complaining that the stables stink. Ungrateful brats.
Is it Marrow they're talking to?
Forgotten the foundation of Cossack life, if you ask me.
Marrow brushes her companion's absent-mindedly.
Oh, it's got nothing to do with me. He's been a good boy since I met him in...
Andreas lowers his head, breathing warm, wet air.
Hey, watch it, Andreas.
Meryl scrambles to whip the damp spot from the back of her hand. The young military laughs.
Look at him. He's your horse, all right. Shame. Thought I'd get to see him shine on the battlefield.
He pats Andreas on the neck and hands the rein to Meryl.
Well, take him away then, before I change my mind.
Meryl nods, leading Andreas away from the Sodom air.
Thanks for taking care of him. I'll come clean up the stable for you once the battle's over.
Sure. If we're both alive by then.
The militia man waves her off.
Right. See you.
A black uniform crashes into her field of vision.
You leaving or what? You know I'm serious about taking Andreas too.
The militiaman has only meant it as a joke, but the reins are thrust into his hands regardless. So who is she? Who is she? Meryl holds her breath in an attempt to slow her heartbeat. He can't be spotted.
Black uniforms. But how did they manage to sneak past the militia?
One instant screams at her to run. Another quieter urge pulls her towards the sound. Each step feels like walking through a
This is fine.
swamp.
You're fine. Just a few mana soldiers. You don't have to follow them. Just go check if there's a breach in the barricades. You'll just slip past. Easy. No need to fight. And if they spot you, just shapeshift your way out of it.
The ground at the end of the alley is tacky, and Soda has spilled and dried there. Her boots lift with a soft sticky sound with every step, like a mouse tendering moving its way through an old glue trap.
What are you doing here?
Marsha! She spins towards the voice and her nose clouds with something hard as iron. She scrunches her face.
Yeah. Did anyone ever tell you you're built like a tank, Marsha?
Knight pulls a faded, starched handkerchief from her pocket and presses it to Meryl's bleeding nose.
Hold still. The bleeding will stop soon. The militiaman at the stable said you went this way in a hurry. What's wrong? Shouldn't you be with Charon?
I was going to tell you Charon was awake again, but something's happened. Manus soldiers. They're here. They were gone in a flash, but I saw them go into the alley with my own eyes. That's why I came here, to check if there's something wrong with the fortifications.
You sure it was the Manus, not bandits?
Absolutely. There's no way I'd mistake those uniforms.
This is bad. Good thing you didn't do anything reckless. But what you were doing is more than dangerous enough, don't you think?
Meryl just rubs her nose. Marsha pats her head and scans the narrow alley Meryl pointed out.
That alley? but the exit has been sealed off. The militia even made sure the windows on the sides were locked tight. It's a dead end.
Crushed moss and nature lies underfoot. A rarity in the city, but in a forgotten corner like this, life will find a way. A scrap of gauze lies in a damp corner.
This blue-black liquid. I think I've seen it seeping from their mask before. And there's blood. Slightly oxidized, but the loss looks heavy. Some of them must be seriously injured. Smells like carbolic acid. Unusual for the Manus to use it on wounds. They prefer natural salves. You can usually only find disinfectants like this in large medical facilities. Wait. They must have been to one recently.
What? But how?
They must have used some trick to get in unnoticed. But there's little point in dwelling on it now. There are 2 big medical facilities in this district. The nearest one, Pokrov Children's Hospital, and the sanatorium 2 streets down from here. Meryl, I need you to tell the militia and the Griffons to send men to both locations. The Manus soldiers you saw could be hiding there.
Understood. What about you?
I'll go check on the kids at the Children's Hospital. I have to make sure they're safe.
Many streams are converging in this place.
The kids at the Children's Hospital. I've got to get to them before the Manus bring them any harm.
That's what I'm good at. Don't let go. The tremors of fate.
Peace and quiet.
We're under heavy fire up here. Requesting support from any available ground forces.
Is that a terror beat? The Knights of my order have suffered heavy losses whenever they've gone against these fiends. I need to disrupt their channeling status, or they'll become even more dangerous.
That's what I'm good at.
L'admis kan inte komma soler le destin.
It's out of you. Rise and shine. That weren't even as tough as waking up an old factory.
Hallway Children's Hospital. By a shattered window, a nurse shelters a group of children huddled in a corner. Their arms is plastered and their heads bandaged.
Why won't you let the children go? You've already taken all the medicine. What more do you want from them?
Didn't I already explain this to you, human? Bring the newest generation of arcanists back to their rightful home.
If it's a hostage you want, take me instead.
She spreads her slender arms wide behind her, like an umbrella over the children. Her nose is bruised and her lips split, but her eyes are steady.
You're not worthy of even that, human filth.
The officer lifts his gun and smashes down on her head in an attempt to force her to her knees. The nurse staggers but stays on her feet.
The eye won't yield to you, and neither will my children. Soon the riders will come and crush all you invaders.
The officer signals. A masked soldier moves to grab a child.
Dare touch him!
The nurse throws herself forward, knocking the soldier down. She lands blows after blow, even when her fists are raw and split. Even as his mind stops off, she keeps fighting. She doesn't see the pistol aimed at her back of her head. The shot in the children's class echoes as one as she falls to the ground in front of them. Marsha wipes away the useless sweat and tears from the corner of her eyes, grips her trench club, and presses herself in the shadow of the pillar.
Manus Vindicte. They're really here. No signs of children in other rooms. And the adults are all gone. The Manus must have gathered every child they could find in here.
The soldier in the back spreads through the halls, kicking down doors and taking even the smallest of supplies. Only one officer stays, his gun still trained on the group of children as he moves towards Marcia's hiding place.
They have been abducting Arcanis from the villages. But to think they'd even lay hands on children... Alright. 10 steps away from me. 5, 4, 3.
He lands a heavy blunt strike cleanly on the Manus victim officer's skull.
Don't worry, little ones. I'm a doctor from another hospital. I'll take you to safety. Just stay close to me and follow my instructions, and we will get through this together, alright?
Maybe it's the smell of disinfectant she carries, or that they're accustomed to following a doctor's instructions. The children trust her quickly.
Alright. Hey, it's gotten a little quiet, don't you think? We should go check on the boss.
The soldier halts their search, turning with weapons raised towards their fallen officer.
Come, get inside.
Washer crashes down and guides the frightened children into a small storehouse behind the stairs. She slips in last, swiftly closing the door as footsteps approaches.
Will Nastya be okay?
Washer has no answer to this question. She takes off her cloak and retrips it over the children's heads.
I need you to stay here in this room and be completely quiet no matter what happens. Like a game of hide and seek. Easy. Can you do that?
Yes.
She rubs her shoulder through the cloak and slows her breathing to steady her own racing heart. Her arcane seal smooths her frayed nerves, returning her focus.
Mary will bring help soon, but there's no telling how many Manus are here. The best course of action is to hold this room.
Are you in there, sir? We better get going before Zeno and the militia find... Huh? Sir! Sir!
In the shadows, the soldier finds his commander on the floor.
Damn it, those little brats knocked him out. Can't have gotten far. Search the room.
It doesn't take long for them to find the sealed door.
Door's locked. Call everyone over. We'll smash it open and drag those brats to the ritualist.
The door shudders until under a heavy blow. The sound of cracking white ash wood splinters among...
Doctor,
Shh, keep your voice down. We're playing hide and seek, remember? We can't get caught by the baddies.
But I'm scared. And Nastya.
Hey, have you ever heard any stories about knights?
Well, Papa once told me the story of a legendary Kazakh called Ilya.
My brother brought home a book from Moscow. It had 12 nights in it.
I'm sure both stories are wonderful, but I have a story about knights to share as well, and I bet none of you have ever heard it.
What happens in it?
It's a wonderful story too, but you need to promise me you'll stay in this room, and I'll be back soon to tell you all about it. Deal?
Deal. But where are you going, Miss Doctor? You'll come back soon, won't you?
Of course I will. A promise is a promise. Just be good, every one of you, and wait for me here.
He's going through every... Is all the bad guys on the floor now?
In a secluded monastery perched atop a high, snowy mountain lived a group of mysterious knights. Their swords glittered like gleaming silver when they fought across the frozen fields, their helmets and pauldrons coated in dazzling white frost. One winter, the snow fell heavier than ever before, burying every path in the valley beneath a thick, white blanket. Amidst the snow, a little girl had lost her way. She wandered all night seeking help and shelter, but all she found was the endless void around her. At sunrise, having used every last ounce of her strength, she collapsed, leaving a small hollow in the snow. Just before she froze into a little popsicle, a figure appeared, gleaming even brighter than the pale landscape.
What's this? A girl?
Wait, is this the one that found Marsha?
Oh, merciful Lord. I thought it only a stray fox. It seems my trip to the valley must be delayed. Come, child. Lean on my back and hold my hands. I shall take you back to the monastery and get something warm in your belly. Worry not. I shan't have you die on me.
Thanks to this kind-hearted knight, the girl survived. To her, the monastery, which nursed her back to health, seemed like an impregnable fortress that even dragons dared not approach. After years of training, the little girl grew to become a capable knight, just like her rescuer that winter night. But then, war. War found its way to their once secluded fortress, and she, along with her fellow knights, was called to the battlefield. Forced to fight, and after taking one life after another, doubts began to grow in their hearts. They were welcomed to the glamorous halls of the royal palace and praised for their skills, their slaughter. But for these noble knights, those words were not praise. No. They were wounds to their dignity and honor. We were fighters, yes. We raised banners and wielded swords, but we weren't. We were never meant to kill.
I hear someone. In that room. Masha, is that you?
We'll know once we blast this damn door down. Come on, men! 3, 2, 1, push!
Oh god, Masha, you're hurt! And all these kids! Hurry, she needs medical help!
To be continued. Alright. Open channel. The channel is open on the other side, because in the empty air, there's nothing else. A telegram to the Carrier Corps headquarters. Subject: Enemy nighttime infiltration assault. Summary: Beginning at dawn today, enemy forces infiltrated our southwestern defensive perimeter through unknown routes, intending to sabotage rural medical infrastructure. Our force with support from the Griffin Legion successfully contained and repelled the infiltrators. Operation results in loss assessment. Southern District. The Southern District Medical Supplies warehouse was breached. 25 crates of medical supplies, including morphines and bandages, were confirmed lost. The 7th Block Melissa Company defending the facility suffered heavy casualties. 59 KIAs. The facility is not operational. Eastern part of the Western District are counterattacks succeeded. With support from the Cavalry Corps medical personnel, Halifax Children's Hospital was secure. The following supplies were recovered from enemy forces: surgical instruments and medications, 33 crates. Children's clothing and bedding, winter, 4 crates. Medical equipment, 3 crates of incubators, 10 crates of steam inhalers, and other devices. During defensive and counter-offensive operations, the 3rd Street Militia Company sustained 23 KIAs, hospital medical staff sustained 10 KIAs, and the Foundation medical personnel sustained 1 wounded in action, critical. So would that be Marsha, the one that's critical, wounded? Or is it the Nyasha? I'm not sure if she was alive or not. Southern part of the Western District. Enemy assaults repelled by Igor's Griffin Legion and main militia force. The sanatorium remained intact. Medical assist and wounded facilities secured. Detailed inventory of recovered supplies is undergoing final verification. Will be submitted with a supplementary report. Current status. City defense elevated to Master Alert. All critical facilities have received reinforcement security. Melissa Force urgently requires a resupply of lost medical materials. Quickly analogous and bandage. We respectfully request that Cavalry Corps Command provide material assistance and facility logistics support. Basic treatment protocol. The manual says nothing about treating traumatic brain injuries in field conditions. Masha, can you hear me? We need to get her to a hospital now. We are in a hospital. You. Don't just stand there. Take the children to safety. The rest of you, find a doctor. She lost too much blood. I need some bandages. Damn it. If I come along then we have 2 casualties in our hands. What will Marsha do in this situation? Calm down, Meryl. Think, what would Marsha do? Are you done? She's bleeding out. What do we do without any goddamn bandages? I got it. We can make a torches with what we have. Tear these drags into strips first. Yes, like that. Wrap her tightly above the wound. Tie a slip knot. Where's that rubber tube? Secure it. But she's still bleeding. Are you sure we're not killing her? Is that a doctor? The doctor's here. She's saved. Morphine? That was me. I gave her 1 shot. Or maybe 2. What? I shouldn't have? That's how we do it on the battlefields. Please, quiet down for a moment. Marsha, you're awake? You're alive? Maybe not for long, Doctor. The critical wounded in the upper left abdominal, about 1/3 up, roughly half a finger deep. Gunshot wound. Please stop the bleeding here first. And please use anesthetics during surgery. Pay special attention to suture tensions in the tendon and protect the nerves ending. I still need to return to the front. So Marsh is giving the doctor some instructions. Stage 17, the cavalry. These horseshoes aren't yet rusty, lads.
The enemy's turned tail. Let's ride them down, Sergei.
From horseback, the rider has a clear view, upstream to the northeast. A few black figures are fleeing. Go check the map. I just want to check something. Alright, so... Wait.
They're running? Are you sure?
Sergei pushes through into grass and stands on his tiptoe, straining to see where his comrades is pointing.
Of course I am. The moment those cowards saw us coming, they scattered like scared little rabbits. Left their heavy guns and supplies right where they stood. Wait, where the hell's your horse gone?
Sergio flushes red.
I'm not sure. All I know is something flew right at my forehead, and before I could think, I'd swung my shaushka at it. I don't even know what I hit. Next thing I knew, I was on the ground.
That's one way to end your first charge, Sergey. And to think you were whining about not getting to charge in first. Well, looks like you'll be waiting a while longer.
Hey, wait! Take me up on your horse. I'm not missing out on our victory.
He presses his way through the tall grass, finally reaching his friend's horse.
Stop right there, all of you!
The rider on the tall horse cuts off the chase. The old Cossack sits straight, his goatee trembling as he speaks.
Sasha, Sergei, all of you, stop your pursuit!
But they're on foot. We can still catch them if we go now.
This order comes from the commander himself, so do as I say, or I will haul your disobedient asses straight to his feet.
Fine, fine. But why? You fought all kinds of battles, Yuri. What do you think?
The main force probably hasn't caught up with us. We would be exposed to a counterattack if we move too far ahead.
But what about the stuff they left behind? Are we just going to ignore it?
For now, it is not like the Ravens will swoop down and snatch them up.
Then, shouldn't we just grab their weapons first and then wait?
We have been fighting for hours. Head back to camp. Catch a breath and a bite to eat while you can. For you and your horse. They will rotate another unit in later, after the scouts confirm whether the front is secure. Let them have the bother of retrieving the enemy's supplies.
What? But we found them first.
And you think that means they belong to you, huh? Are you a Cossack or a bandit?
Sergei freezes.
I'm no bandit.
Then stop thinking like one. Leave the supplies for now. We must return to camp.
But my horse is gone. I need to find him first.
Stop your whining now, Sinok. I spied your horse wandering off toward camp.
What? He ran back without me?
The men and horses rest. They sit and lean against one another, looking weary.
Here, drink this, or use it to clean your wounds.
The old Cossack moves along the riders with several canteens in hand. He makes his way to a grassy slope.
Hey, watch your step, Dada Yuri. You nearly stepped on my foot.
Sergei rolls over on the ground. The old man offers him a canteen.
Here's your Sinok. Cleaned it 3 times myself. Drink up and be grateful.
Sergei reaches for it and winces.
I didn't feel anything after I fell off my horse, but now...
The old cavalryman goatee twitches. He takes a seat on the grass beside Sergei.
Your first taste of battle. How does it settle with you?
His voice is gentle now, not as sharp as scolding as it was on the battlefield.
Well, it's not what I imagined.
Having seen war for the first time, Sergei's naive excitement has faded.
Everything's different when it's real. Couldn't hold my gun steady. Just fired at everything that moved until my ammo was spent. I'm not even sure I hit anything.
And your shashka, Sergei?
Yeah, I got a few with it. I thought it would be simple, like cutting a knife through bacon. But I could still feel it. How the blade shook when I struck their ribs. The sound as I pulled it out of their chests.
Amidst the snores of his countrymen, Sergei keeps his low voice. Voice
I
low.
think I'm going to hell after I die. Teddy Yuri.
The old Cossack tosses the nearly empty
Boy,
canteen into Sturge's lap.
What did you do that for? I'm drenched.
To rinse your thoughts. You are in Khaldun, remember? You were not allowed into their so-called heaven in the first place. What would heaven look like to you, anyway?
It'd be a place where Balik hangs and rows from the beams, and the air's thick with the smell of Tyotushka's chicken and mushroom pies. Every night the beautiful Madame Astacheva would sing. My friends and I used to sneak down to the village square just to catch a glimpse of her. And our horses would roam free on a lush green steppe. And the river would run through its heart. A river that never floods and never runs dry. Oh, isn't that...
He suddenly recognized what heaven he's describing.
Yes, the Dawn Steppe. Our eternal homeland. Where we were born, and where we will always belong. So sharpen your shashka and ready your rifle, faithful guardian of heaven. Only we will, only we can protect it.
A firm tap on the shoulder brings him back to his thoughts.
Go for a walk. Practice your aim. And be sure to refill everyone's canteens on your way back.
Oh, okay.
Mumbling, Sergei takes the canteen and jogs towards the river.
How can I become a sharpshooter like Daddy Yuri?
Sergei lifts his rifle and tilts his head to aim. A moment later, he lowers it, frustrated.
Something's wrong with my stance. If I hold the gun like this, the horse will throw me off again. How does the Colonel do it? She won the Xeno horseback shooting contest 3 times in a row.
He tries again and closes one eye, picturing himself a star on the steps.
Сядь прямо, Сергей. Расслабь ягодицы. Держи равновесие. Yeah, that's it. I think I've got it now.
A few ants crawl across his sight. He rubs his eyes. They're not ants. They're people.
Черт! It's Krutov's men! Enemies! Enemies at home!
Something sticks out fast in his mouth.
Look what we found. A cartoon. Those arrogant Xeno fools. How could they assign a gifted arcanist like you to such trivial chores? And so young. Can you even use that thing properly?
Oh! Oh!
Something out his mouth, or something's covering his mouth? Sergei answers the ritual's taunt with action. Without aiming, he swings his rifle towards the night sky. The resting Carolyn jumps to her feet, the whistles cutting through the darkness as they press their thumbs and forefingers to their lips.
Curse you! Children of the great mother of resurrection, show your devotion to her grand vision and the imminent, brilliant, blank era.
Let the curtain rise.
Artillery and some, almost like what, bear wolves?
Just another shift. A ripple stirred.
A sacred charge.
Don't let go. The show must go on.
What adjusted? Let me handle the pain.
Rise and shine. These sheets even as tough as waking up an old factory man.
Gunsmoke filters the light as dawn breaks. At every 5 verses, the maximum relay distance for cavalry field radios, the steps is torn by gunfire and the cries of men and horses.
Thought you'd outflank me from the left bank and cut off my supply line? Ivan Ivanovich, I almost thought better of you. Even in this era, cavalry have outlived their use.
Not far off, a mantis ritualist counts the night catches, murmuring steadily to herself.
11, 12, 13 arcanas in total. But the unit we sent into the city has gone silent. Already dead, likely.
The ritualist seems pleased. She nods and curls a finger. An invisible chain seems to clasp around his neck. Spiritually and 12 other captor arcanas are wrenched forward. A deep cold start to creep up Serge's leg.
Huh?
He looks down. The earth has frozen hard from the chill conjured from thin air, has glued his boots in place.
What's the meaning of this, Krutov?
Krutov straightens his cuffs, looking annoyed.
You sent Manus soldiers into Beregrad without my consent. This is far from the cooperation I was expecting.
To be absolutely clear, General, Manus Vindicte's soldiers are not under your command. You insisted on diverting your main force to attack Igor, seriously disrupting our efforts in the region. Do you call that cooperation? Those atrocious flying witches are flitting around, destroying our rights as we speak. And I won't even speak of the Arcanus we could have recruited if it weren't for the battles you sparked.
Soon, my army will reach the cavalry corps' siege. Igor will be forced out of his hole, his pathetic life will end, and his so-called legion will crumble. As for the rest of them, they're beneath concern. The Dawn will soon be under my control. After that, you can do whatever you want here. Of course, our victory could be brought about even sooner with that gateway. Just open it and teleport my men directly into this siege.
It cannot be done until you pass the mask trial and earn the right to enter it.
Ah, these masks. A convenient excuse to undermine me. If you refuse to scratch my back, don't expect me to scratch yours. My army will achieve victory, with or without your cheap tricks.
Pray, do as you please, General. Now, would you allow me to return these Arcanas to her embrace?
Krutov sniffs and waves a hand. The frozen ground holds the prisoners before to thaw.
Deal with the injured humans while you're at it. They're no use to me.
My pleasure.
The ritualist pulls a bottle of smelling salt from her sleeve.
Blow till thou brass thy wind.
Bitter powder scatters on the wind, swirling and twisting among the captives. Blood boils in their veins, their eyes, hearts, and minds tuning in a strange rhythm. Serge's thoughts have never been so clear. The wild Simon grabs him by the neck, willing him to turn towards his captive commander. So is it like brainwash or brain control? The ritualist's arcane skill strangles the scream in Serge's throat. His face concerts, his eyes bulging red as in the red haze, his friends, his family, even his heavens all fall away. Knowledge without border. No advancements in biotechnology shall come at the cost of researchers' safety. This has been blacked out. Charisma tree extract and his preparation methods. Project title: Priskrasmic tree extract and his preparation methods. Abstract. Technical field. This project concerns the Priskroma tree extract, Priskromine and its preparation methods. Priskrasmic is a delicate medical tree found in both wild and cultivated settings. Its roots and fruits possess medical value, with the primary active extract being a fat soluble resin. The primary pharmaceutical agent in Picromine is Picromine, which activates cell populations throughout Arcanus brains and bodies and has shown no observed dependent effects. The Plus Scientific Computing Center Medical Technology Division has included in this pharmacopoeia. Experimental findings indicates that standard personal extract, prismamine, exhibits toxicity to T cells in both the brain and body in an individual with less than 1/4 arcane lineage. This toxic response has correlated with specific metabolical dysfunctional in such populations. Single high-dose administration or prolonged intake of prismamine carries a significant risk of several cardiac failure. Consequently, this project finding must not be applied to general potions or development, and are strictly prohibited by use in pharmaceutical intended for human or mixed blood humans. Technical content. To achieve the project's technical authorization, primary extraction procedures are outlined below. A process flow diagram is attached. 1. Material sorting. 2. Washing. 3. Drying. 4. Grinding. 5. Primal purification. 6. Filtration. 7. Concentration. 8. Drying and grinding. 9. Secondary purification. 10. Concentration and pulverization of second extract. Diagram description. The attached diagram illustrates the process flow for this project. Implications, case examples. Notice. The preparation methods and procedures outlined in this project must strictly comply with regulations issued by the PAX Security Council and must not be applied to pharmaceutical development over humans or mixed blood humans. 8. 18. The Pale Horse. The war horse is bridled, followed, waiting for the coming tempest. Let's use up 20. Oh, wait. How much did it give us? Oh, wait. Okay. The reason I thought it gave us like 1,000. What? I used too many. Alright. Pale Horse. The flight unit makes a slow descent as they circle above the planes. Is this Lilia's unit? Yep. The temporary captive remains lost in silent thought.
There was nothing at the coordinates Igor sent us. Do you think he lied to us, Lieutenant?
Those in the air sense the change in weather before the creature of the earth do. A sharp wind sends a shiver through the ranks.
The weather's gotten colder every time we destroy the ride. I don't see why it should only trick us with the last sight. Then what's going on? You can't move rights around, can you? Beats me. How's everyone holding up? If it's too cold, we can fly low until we get on some extra layers.
They've been waiting for those words. The white-clad witches immediately lowered their altitude. Oh, they got hit? The anti-aircraft? Her mouth falls open. Her eyes wide as blood gouges through the hole blasted. The aircraft spirals out of control, flinging its lifeless pilot from its back. Lilia plunges into a near vertical dive, catching the fallen witch before she hits the ground.
Alpha 1 and 3, break formation and stay low. Flush out the shooter. Get a grip, the rest of you. Alpha 4, 5, and 6, pull up and stay out of range of those rats on the ground. Lieutenant!
Alpha 4 circles low, igniting a dry riverside reed and revealing the black-clad force hidden among
The
them.
Menace are gaining on us.
Lilia crouches and gently closes her wingmate's eyes. She grabs Red 38 and stands, the fire of the burning reed blazing in her eyes.
Good. They can watch as I tear them apart piece by piece.
Oh, I got it now.
What should what I'm good at? A ripple stirred. Peace and quiet.
Take my hand. She's my wings.
Oh, Marsh is going down.
Just another train. Comme la dérive dans le flot des séphirotes. Don't worry. I'll avoid delivering any lethal injuries.
I wonder what level Marsha is. I'm not sure. Did I level her up? She wipes the blood from her cheeks. Warm and red, with a pilot who just moments ago was scratching her head in bewilderment. Warm and red, from a pilot who had just moments ago been scratching her head in bewilderness. A whole life lost, just like that. The flying witch descends, landing nearby.
Lieutenant.
A faint light returns to her dull, weary eyes.
Take her to Belgrade along with Alpha 5. We'll bring her home once the battle's over. The rest of us will keep looking for the last rite. Mission's clear. The Menace must be stopped. I want everyone watching for threats from the ground at all times. We can't let this happen again.
He watches as the team forms up and rise again. Hey Decaf, thanks for the lurk.
Сука, ебать.
Only when they disappear in the clouds does she let out a deep sigh, her back sinking as she buries her face in her hands.
Hey, Capitan.
Are you alright, Lilia? Zanetta and I have been trying to contact you for the past hour.
Sorry. Manus rats kept me busy. About 42 miles southeast of Belgrade, my squadron was ambushed by the Menace. Alpha 2 didn't make it.
My condolences.
A heavy grief and anxiety hangs between them. The silence only deepens by the moaning wind outside.
We've got some bad news of our own. Around midnight, the command post lost contact with the frontline cavalry. We haven't heard anything from Belgrade either.
Scouts reported flares upriver. There may yet be survivors. A flight unit's eyes would tell us for certain.
I'm on it. What about the city?
Igor stands up from the sand table.
My soldiers are responsible for the city's defense. I will go there myself to assess the situation.
You promised to stay in the Sich, Igor.
A promise I intended to keep. But as you can see, we are struggling on multiple fronts.
and our enemy remains hidden. We all know this coalition's collapse is imminent. We must act.
After a beat, the commander speaks.
I'll lend you a horse.
Appreciate it, but I will need more than that.
What is it?
This.
Igor reveals the Arcanum suppressing rune on his arm.
Always offering a devil's bargain. Another clause in that twisted code of yours?
The static from the communication fades, leaving the tent in a dreadful silence.
Not thinking of playing with your fireflies again, are you? Baragrad is unlike that battlefield. Tens of thousands have stayed in the city. Raining fire from above will do us no good.
No.
He looks down at the jar in his hand. The fireflies still flicker and flutter.
I will take action only at the right time and place. Our goals remain the same, to win this battle for everyone.
My horse, Sternova.
Commander.
He signs his soul, furious brow, and leaves. The commander turns to Igor with a smoldering smile and taps the table with his knuckle. Igor places his arm on the spot. With a drawn dagger, Ivan pricks the rune-inscribed skin. The blade glows with arcane energy, flickering like a candle in a draft.
That horse has carried me for years.
Blood rolls up, flowing over taut muscles, but the hand holding the knife feels no pity.
Steady. Brave. A loyal companion. Give the command and he will charge into hell.
The cold steel warms with blood as the gentle gnawing of Warhorse reaches their ears.
But he's not used to the water beyond the steppe. Make sure you bring him home.
To be continued. Casualty report. So stage 19. Casualty report. The eagle pierces through the thick black cloud of gun smoke. The all knows this aged face. He is the one who brought the gunfire and the one who now guards them. The militia allows Igor to pass, even guiding him to where the griffins are now quartered.
I'm glad to see you still remember Xeno's teachings, Ptolemy. When facing a bombardment, we move all vulnerable units under...
Silence. A row of bodies under white sheets. On each pair of eyes rest two sugar cubes, pressing their lids shut. Only sits behind them, shrouded in dark shadow.
Father.
How did they die?
His son stares at the ground, unwilling to show his face. Only his trembling hands betray his emotions.
Here's a written report. For your review, Admiral.
Igor does not take the bloodied paper.
I will hear it from him. Raise your head, Ptolemy. Tell me your course of action as the commander of the city operation.
He speaks calmly, but it sends a chill through the room.
Yes. Around 1600 hours yesterday, we coordinated with the militia and cavalry corps to eliminate several Manus infantry squads that had infiltrated the city.
You already reported that during our last communication. And after the signal was jammed?
I dispatched an ad hoc squad to investigate the source of the signal interference. 5 Arcanist infantry troopers and 2 technicians. Yaroslav Levchuk was the squad leader.
What else did you order them to do?
Father has torn away the veil. While shame burns upon his face, fear freezes his face.
I ordered them to sneak into the forest, to find traces of Krutov at any cost. And then 6 corpses were delivered to the entrance of our base.
You allowed yourself to be blinded with hatred, Ptolemy. How can I entrust you with the Griffon Legion if you can't maintain a steady hand?
I know, Father. I made a grave mistake. I will accept whatever punishment you see fit.
He pauses, the ache in his left eye socket betraying a resentment rarely shown in front of his father.
But Krutov... I saw him! He was right there, hiding in the woods. I was so close I could see that arrogant sneer of his. Hear the incessant classical music playing from his tent. You know what he did to me. To us. Every time I hear that wretched name, my eye aches with unbearable pain.
A strange feeling, a sharp throbbing pain. Half the world has gone dark.
Medic! Medic! I need morphine!
They just gave you some, Ptolemy.
Voltaire! What happened? Did our convoy hit a booby trap?
No, not a booby trap. Enemies disguised as civilians were lurking by the farms you passed through. No one expected them to be hiding explosive blaze fuse cylinders beneath their clothes.
Right. I remember. My eye. When will it be healed?
The retina in your left eye took a severe burn in the explosion. I'll see to it that you recover as much as possible. For now, just rest.
He understands what this means. He had to learn to fire from his other shoulder.
Is Captain Krutov all right? We were in the same car.
He only suffered a mild concussion, thanks to you. I doubt he would have survived if you hadn't pushed him off in time. You should sleep, brother. I'll ask the medic to increase your dosage.
Alami grips her arm tightly.
Did we win?
Of course. Father's strategy was effective as always. We destroyed the enemy command post. We took Sector 4 decisively.
Good. You need to rest too, Molly. And don't send for the medic. I don't need morphine anymore. As we left Antarctica, I saw the documents those traitors tried to steal from your bag. I learned what Krutov did. Staging an assassination on himself, making it look like an enemy ambush. Just to pressure the Foundation into approving the use of high-risk arcane weapons. Killing me was part of his plan all along. I only survived because the assassin hesitated when I tried to save him. Father, why did you keep this from me?
Anger would only cloud your judgment, as proved with your actions. You will have your revenge, an eye for an eye, I promise you. But now, you must bear responsibility for your mistakes and honor the sacrifice of your brothers. They gave up past glory, identity, and every proof of their existence for us, entrusting the future into my hands. Do you not remember what I told you after leaving São Paulo? No more meaningless sacrifices. We don't leave anyone behind. You speak with my voice. You should remember this more than anyone.
I will, Father.
Ptolemy touches the bandage over his burning eye socket and nods, willing himself to remain steady.
What's that noise? I thought communications were severed after Krutov's assault.
We managed to re-establish a signal. It's been up nearly half an hour, but the only thing it's picked up is some bizarre enemy frequency. The operators think it's some form of interference intended to jam our signals, so they've muted it.
You mean this noise is a signal from Krutov's army, from Manus Vindicta?
Well, in theory, yes.
Bring it up and unmute it. Now.
Yes, sir.
He cuts all the jamming signals at once and turns the volume to the maximum. The animal radio station crackles to life. Faint gunfire sounds in the background.
Falcon 6 calling the nest. Falcon 6 calling the nest. This is the 45th call. Please respond. Huh? What? Is it connected? Command, do you copy?
We read you loud and clear. This is your commander. Report your status.
To be continued. Stage 20, The Last Defense. They take to the saddle because this land raised them.
Good to hear your voice, Admiral.
Is that... Levchuk? You're still alive?
This is urgent. Enemy forces are marching towards the southern bank. Their armored convoy has already reached Tamarovka. There are at least 2 armored divisions and 1 infantry division, plus 3 artillery regiments.
Roger. Good work.
The man on the other end collapsed to the floor with relief. The gunfire in the background sharpens. Igor hopes it's just his mind playing tricks on him.
Report your position, Staff Sergeant. A squad will be sent to your rescue immediately.
A long silence follows, then a soft laugh. The gunfire grows closer, unmercifully so. Bullets seem to be tearing right past the
Have you
receiver.
secured your retreat?
Commander, I, Staff Sergeant Yaroslav Levchuk, have successfully completed my task.
Paulie pushes way to the speaker.
What are you saying? God damn it! Don't you die on me! I'm coming to bring you back right now!
Stop causing trouble for the Admiral. You hear, Ptolemy?
Artillery begins to drown out the staff sergeant's voice.
It has been a true honor serving under you, sir. I have no regrets.
As the gunfire swells, the signal is cut off, along with the heavy breathing of their comrades.
Reorganize the troops, Ptolemy. All units save the anti-air squads are to evacuate from Belgrade.
Evacuate Belgrade? To where? The safe house?
No, to the cavalry corps siege. We will make Krutov return everything he stole from us.
Griffin brings the worst news. The commander swallows his grief and feeds the casualty list to the coals. To the solemn silence of the snitch, he has already made his decision.
Damarovka is the keystone of Krutov's plan. If it falls, Belgrade will face a formidable Arcanist force with armored vehicles. If only we had cut off their supply lines.
The Legion can launch a raid from inside Damarovka. They won't see it coming.
Even if your griffins could strike the enemy undetected.
Chief of Staff paces the length of the sand table for the third time.
They won't hold long if Krutov keeps getting supplies and reinforcements. We have to cut them off. But how?
I saw plenty of soldiers standing out by their horses. Couldn't they...
Они же всего лишь дети!
So Nova slams her hands on the table, scattering the markers.
All the grown men rode out in the first sortie. Most of them lied about their age, just trying to get a good meal. Their hands haven't even been toughened by the rains yet. They're boys, not soldiers.
Sabina.
The commander pats her back and ushers her out of the tent. Boy stands in the oversized uniform, rifle strap digging into their thin shoulders, haircut scabbards dragging against their soft leg. They stand quietly, their throats working under a kite collar. Their silence suppressed her anger.
Do you understand what you're facing? In all likelihood, you'll die in the battlefield. You'll never see home again.
Don't take me for a kid, ma'am. I'm a Cossack, like my brother, sister, and my parents before me.
Hoorah! The blood of the Cossacks, of heroes, runs through me.
We may be young, but our blood is strong. No Cossack fears the battlefield. If it means losing a hand, a leg, or even our lives, we'll do anything, make any sacrifice to protect our homeland.
Those familiar words strike her deep.
See, Igor? These soldiers will drive those masked lunatics from this step. Her future rests with the young. We old-timers have no right to shape this era.
The commander's eyes red look over these thin shadows.
Hail me, great riders of this step! Will victory be ours today?
Победа будет за нами!
Мы выгоним этих безумцев из нашего дома.
Unbroken voices raised like the flow of dawn in spring, crashing to every corner of the stitch. The commander looks back, meeting the heavy gaze of the rebel leader.
Igor, this is our last chance.
His hands are noticeably quivering, but no one blames him for it. To be continued. After the shots, The chief of staff has never looked this troubled. She even forgot to remove her spurs when she entered the room. Have our fallen soldiers been given proper burial? Yes, each company held funeral for family farewells and rifle salutes, as you instructed. Nothing grand, but they will rest in peace now. And those little following the residents around for bread, how did you handle them? Were they all sent away? I need to report a more difficult matter, Commander. During your screening, we found that if we gather all the children's soldiers, they could form 3 cavalry companies. Our old soldiers protected them well. Emerald died taking bullets for the kids in the squad. A heroic death. I knew Emery. He was the quartermaster in Murphy's company, wasn't he? I pinned medals on him 3 times. Captain Murphy also fell in the last battle. Commander, should we discharge all the underage soldiers? If we send them home, they might live longer. For them, and for all the emeralds in the armory, that may be their best choice, but with the golden famine here, does anyone have a home to return to? You're right. Many folks along the Don have already. Where are the children Emery protected? I'd like to speak to them. They're rallying new recruits to petition to stay. They say they want to stay in the cavalry to avenge the veterans. Very well. Let them stay. All these little... If they want to help the cavalry, transfer them to logistics. They can care for the war horses. Thank you, Commander. Understood. I'll assure strict supervision. As for revenge, as long as these old horses are still around, the Falls can stay out of it. Stage 21. The Admiral and his men. They once traveled down the same road. Heavy armors roll in tomorrow through the river shallow. Dredge grind the village stone dust to roll to dust. The heat from the machine scorches the old willow by the bridge. The falling rush of wind peeling the ash from them. Sergi and the other captives Arcanus are being marched to the village by the Mantis ritualists. Those who fought now feast the frozen earth. Silent and obedient rain.
What are you looking around for?
As the guns rumble past, older captive hisses at Sergi. Despite the ritualist's Spanish washing of her whip close behind, Sergi strains to look as they pass near his uncle's house.
I'm from this village.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hey, don't say things like that. I'm sure most of the villagers fled to the city before all this happened.
He lashes at Sergi's back, tearing flesh. Blood runs down the grooves of the whip, quoting the inscription of a shimmering scarlet gaze.
Keep quiet.
The pain renders him silent. The blood-stained runes sever the length to Funia, sending his arcane mind crashing to the ground and intensifying the pain. The older Arcanus supported him. They bend low together, another silent pocket in the precision. Kutos steps out of the armored car, the heavy frown on his face.
I need hands to clear this sludge from the riverbank, or it'll slow our advance. Put some of these captured Arcanists to work. Understand?
It would be my pleasure, General, but I'm afraid they'll be of little use. Per your previous command, I have yet to put them through Her Benevolence's trial.
She guides her thumb over the whip ridges, the collating blood spurring through the grain. She touches the inscription slowly, reverently, as if to confirm the channeling of some secret affliction.
And to avoid complications, I've prayed for her blessing to ensure their Numa remains completely dormant.
Then where on earth are you taking them?
Oh, just a small trip to the wilderness. To harvest some hawthorn twigs, red carnations, holly leaves, and, if possible, a few devil's finger mushrooms. If you need to hasten the march, I could provide you a shortcut by freezing part of the river.
You know such a skill?
It's no great feat, really, but it comes at a small price. The soil we stand on will be utterly infertile for 3 years. So, do you wish to drain the life from this place?
As if I'd give a damn about some pitiful village.
Bodo lifts his chin to signal the ritual to act.
We've already eliminated most of the Xeno cavalry, but their remnants will likely attempt to regroup and make another attack. We must take the battle to them before they get the chance. Let the river freeze, and we will carve it as Igor's tomb.
He smiles a yes. The whip is cracked. The air tears with a streak. A flight of pointed hats splits the crowd. A flight of pointed hats split the clouds above, the trail streaming like banners.
It's screwed up! I spotted the bastard!
Drill dips her broomstick. The formation tightens in the sharp owl behind her.
Me, Alpha Team! Target confirmed at 3 o'clock from the dead tree at the bridge. Weapon caught!
The flying witch lowers her goggles and dives like a white shooting star over the battlefield.
Let's blow them to hell!
Raven 3, Pyro Drake, Pelagic Incendiary rains down on the Mantis forces.
What?
After a brief pause, flame pours from the fire dragon, crawling into an armored car to the officer's report. The black cage is engulfed in seconds. The glow illuminates the bloody face of the captives. After a stunning moment, they break for open land like wolves fleeing a burning forest.
The captives are getting away.
The officer follows at their back. The whip gash illuminates by the flames as they make their desperation bid for freedom. Some fall while others stumble on the outskirts of the village.
Don't waste your bullets.
Gustav raises his hand, stopping the masked officers. He looks up at the white specks falling into the clouds.
There are only a few of these flying pests. Call the air units to take them down.
Where's the rest of your army?
Gutov points towards the hazy outline of the city in the distance.
They're marching on Beregrad as we speak.
If you want to capture Tamarovka, why not concentrate your forces?
Over half the Xeno cavalrymen are gone. When my men storm the city, they will crumble at my feet, and Igor will be mine.
Let's hope everything goes as smoothly as you say.
Sure, the weather's
I'll be
getting
taking
warmer.
my leave now.
So you have some cookies and stuff like that.
Okay.
You want to take it out?
Sure.
Alright. Oh, he's back, yeah.
The officer turns, his foot sinking into soft, false earth.
This?
Was it a trap?
Yaga ritual. Step away from it.
Oh!
You. It's been a long time, Grutov.
Charging headfirst, alone, into the wolf's den. Your tactical brilliance
It's a nice
continues
cutscene.
to astound. You haven't changed a bit, my friend. Arrogant and ignorant in equal measure.
Alone? I'm afraid not. Meet my new allies.
Is that his arcane skill, the hiding the army? He and Commander Ivan share this firm nod. The cavalry splits, charging down the clean path. Leading out to the village, their guns, blades, and hooves shatter the Mantis force.
They're heading to...
As a former member of the Sentinel unit, it takes him only a moment to grasp Igor's tactics.
They're going to cut us off! Third company, stop those riders at once!
Griffins, pin down the Menace infantry!
Oh, Lieutenant Ptolemy.
Kutov smiles a cruel smile, as if mocking a cub that has underestimated its strength.
I hope you're not suffering too much from the pain where your eye should be.
Fuck, traitor!
A bloody shell cuts through the air.
Hold back, Ptolemy. It's not time yet.
Yes, Father.
Ptolemy's strenuous widens Kutov's grin. He treads on the pride of his former squadmates with mostly gleeful mockery.
Oh, what a pitiful boy. Can't even hold his gun steady without Daddy's help.
Another blade stops just 3 inches from Kutov's chest.
I know you've been dying to kill me, Krutov. Now's your chance.
To be continued. Oh, it's a fight.
Oh, I got it now.
Is this the boss fight? What powers does power does Kutov have?
A sacred charge.
A secret revealed. Prey caught in the woven net.
Let me handle the pick.
Just another shift.
Peace and quiet.
Laundry time. Get out with you.
I'm no stranger to pain.
A glimpse of great much. Yes, I got this. I can do it.
Set en tout révèle les Sephiroth. A sacred charge.
What's he blocking it?
Higher than a bell tower, and even the clouds.
The ground's shifting. Everyone, stay back.
You've grown weak, Igor. You don't deserve the reverence you once held. Look, even the land itself turns on you.
Are there any injuries? Just give me a shout. I'm here to help.
And lucky for the dawn. The scattered banner still billows in the wind as the first snow falls. So we're on stage 22. A red willow that has watched over the Cossack for over a century lies fractured. The ground that should have been firm and warm has turned into a sticky mirror, trapping Igor by the legs. Blood courses through his already throbbing veins as the power borrowed from the Baby Yaga puts the almost unbearable burden on the mixed blood Arcanist body.
You've grown stronger.
Pinned like a hunted beast, he can only watch as the enemy commander approaches.
Admiral Igor.
Kurtov stops a few paces away.
Still catching your breath from the teleport ritual?
Igor only glares, his chest beheaving. Kurtov knows his proud old lion will not plead, not even in his last moments.
Don't worry. I'll soon put you out of your misery. But first, answer me one question.
He cocks his gun, lining it between Igor's eyes.
Back when we were chained in the Bone Garden, you saved us. What deal did you make with Baba Yaga, the old hag of death, to free us from slavery? Or rather, what did you trade for those extraordinary powers that even Arcana was willing to bargain for? Powers that don't belong to a mixed blood like you.
Just shoot already.
Still clinging to your secrets? Seems you too have lost yourself to the witchcraft of death, my old comrade.
Scorn and arrogance shadows every inch of Krutov's face.
Fine. Then take your secrets to the grave. Farewell.
A flash of sunlight glints in his eyes. No, it's not sunlight.
What?
He instantly looks up towards the light. A blaze fuse cylinder is swirling through the air, its active solution burning like the tiny sun. A one-eyed sniper fires, shattering it. Scaling alchemical fluid splashes over half of Krutov's face. Shrieks of pain mingling with the smell of cooking flesh.
Any morphine to ease the pain, Captain?
Due to Krutov's indication, the ground begins to harden again. Tommy lowers his gun and pulls his father up before his legs are sealed for good. They stand side by side.
Thank you, Father. Just as you predicted. In his anger, he dropped his guard. But I still think I should have aimed for his heart instead.
An eye for an eye. That was my promise.
He glanced past Ptolemy's shoulders at the man he once fought besides. Krutov kneels, his burned face buried in his hands, the charred skin stickling to his cold leather gloves.
No mortal can transcend eternity, Krutov. I already told you this. The power Manus Vindicta offers is nothing but a poison chalice. Drinking it down will only lead to your doom.
No! I'm no weakling like you, Igor. I won't flinch from the pursuit of strength.
His whole body is quivering.
I won't make the same mistake you did.
Wait, what's he holding?
Between his hands and ruined flesh, a familiar dark mass appears.
Forgive my earlier ignorance, Your Holiness. From this moment on, I will eternally praise your name.
God damn it!
Ptolemy fires at Krutov, but the bullet hits a wall of ice before it reaches him. Krutov shakes and murmurs to himself as he undergoes the trial. Ptolemy paces forward, readying himself to tear the mask from him.
I'll smash that mask to pieces.
No, stay back.
Igor grabs his shoulder and pulls him back. A sharp wall of ice slices through the air in front of him.
I hear it. I hear your wise words. I should have listened to you long ago. I should have seen the truth of this world. Ah!
Krutov lowers his hands. The melted flesh on his face dripping like soft wax and sticky amber threads.
Mother of resurrection.
With the hand-shaped mask cradling his eyes, a whirlwind of chilling air begins to spread from Krutov.
This coat, it's... I see. Krutov has passed the mask trial. That Manus ritualist must be hiding nearby. She's given him the power to contain the entire stolen winter on his own.
What? So that's why the Flying Witches couldn't fully stop the ritual. Who'd have thought Krutov was?
Igor draws his shotgun. It trembles in the sudden cold, frost forming in diamonds along its blade.
Inform Lieutenant Lilia at once. We found the final right.
Alright, let's use some other team. What do we have?
Straight to the point. I like that.
Should my squadron help during the next attack? Don't take a wrong step.
Alright, let's start off. Let's see how we're gonna do. I'm not sure what. Let's see what his power is.
Better think carefully.
It seems he's developed the traits of a Terra Fiend after passing Manus Vindictus trial.
Also, this is Krutov.
Watch out for his channeling effects.
He's a monster now. Rotten to the core. Father, we need support from the Flying Witches.
So does the Cavalry Corps. I'm certain Lieutenant Lilia will adapt her support flexibly to the situation. We need to trust our allies if we want to win this fight.
Marcus. Oh, this is new. So, Flying Witch decisions. We have final ritual or overall support. So let's see. Igor's one is initiate air support on the current area to attack. Krutov deals max HP 20% Genesis damage to all enemies. Dispels all channel status. Or overall support, initiate air support for other areas. Decrease battlefield progress. I don't fuck. Don't I want to, if he's doing challenging, do I want to do it? But if you're doing just story, I don't think it matters on what characters you use.
I've never been good with restraint.
What's this? Oh, so he's not challenging right now, so I can use that later, mostly.
In the beauty of this, you will find poetry through the three-headed listener.
I can't tell if he's going to do any attacks though. So let's do
wait for the right moment.
Axios one. Oh, it does. Okay, so auto cast.
Home. Great. No mistakes. Time to turn the page.
It will be over before you feel it.
Help is on the way. Coordinate with them.
All they call reinforcements. I was gonna shoot Igor again. To 2.
Those machine guns are keeping Krutov well covered. They must be taken out as soon as possible. Those machine guns are aimed at the Cavalry Corps. We need to do something to keep our allies safe.
Alright, let's target that then.
the abyss.
Into the darkness.
To the three-headed listener. Let me sting. Embrace it. A lullaby.
Adios, extranjero.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Like crushing a grape.
Oh, that's his mouth. Oh, I didn't realize that was like a mouth now. The debuff. I'll be.
Poetry.
Then this to
I've
resummon.
never been good with restraints. To the tree. Who are so scared? This poem, written in melody. Let's pull together. Time to turn the page. For the king and queen of the underworld. I can do this.
I'm just wondering, like,
I'll bring you to paradise. Trust
like,
me.
do you have like any of the characters so far? Like, have you pulled for anything so far?
Won't take it on step. Like Yarka, it's its one. What sort of reward will there be? Gems? Gold? A sweet dream of you? I wouldn't say no to a roast chicken.
Living ice swirls and bites at their wrists, climbing up the arms to the torso. Only the red-hot gun barrels are able to fight it off.
Damn it! This bastard won't hold back the winter any longer. Keep shooting!
Mantis soldiers, one after another, throw themselves into the gunfire before they reach the collapsed Krutov. Soon, Krutov is submerged in a black tide of soldiers. Helmut swings open his gun cylinder and empties the spent shell.
Where'd he run off to? Hey, Flying Witch! How'd those menaces come up here all of a sudden? Did the cavalry all turn tail and run?
Shut your trap!
A flurry of condensations clouds from their mouth. The thinness of the slinging air pulls lower. Lydia runs a circle around the battlefields, knocking aside from staggering enemies, before landing a small clearing at its center.
The cavalry are chasing down whatever's left of Krutov's bandits. As for the Manas, I got no clue how they managed to disappear like that.
I know for the beginning, the three characters that you could roll for was Lilia, Regulus, and I think Eternity. So for my first character, I think it was might have been like I lost a 50-50, but I did get Regulus.
Must have used some kind of teleport ritual. The Alphas are looking for it now.
There were a lot of them, so the ritual site must be nearby. Probably somewhere in the village.
If that's the case, the Alphas can't do much. Too many buildings. You better have your men do a grid search.
How about we carpet bomb the mount?
What about the villagers, huh? What about your own men? У тебя что, мозг отмёрз?
A unit will be dispatched to perform a ground search, but they won't be as fast as you, Lieutenant.
She has no words. After a moment, she clicks her tongue and climbs onto her broom.
Based on the direction of the reinforcements, the teleport ritual site must be in the south of the village. Freezing my butt off here. Ugh. Where is the damn thing? A whole army went through it. No way it just disappeared without a trace.
Oh, what's the flashing? He's getting sniped? Lilia squints at the glare of somewhere the most almost blinds her. He bangs hard, just barely avoiding the roof. She tries to hide in the cloud, but the glare follows her every turn.
Swear, if I catch the ground duster who dares dazzle me right now, I'll give him a missile to the face. Missile to the face.
What's happening? Is he
And
getting
Sergei,
flame rush?
If you shine the light of that telescope into my eyes one more time,
Oh! It's the
the
captives.
last thing you'll see is a missile to the face. Understood?
Understood, Lieutenant.
Sergei,
She pulls down her goggles, drops lower, and searches for the light source. It's a pair of binoculars, half shattered, looking like a sorry child's kaleidoscope. Their hands are the wooden lone riders in Xeno uniform, looking just as tattered. He waves as he jumps, loudly at the grassland here, one hand
what's he
pointed.
pointing at? The stable? Why? There's something in the stable? Wait! It's got to be Krutov!
He spots a limbering Kursov being led into the stable by the ritualists.
I see them, Sergei! Stay back!
Ice and dust scatters in the explosion. By the time Lilia lands near the ruined stables, Serge is already digging through the wreckage like a mole. Hey, Chief Master, how's everything? How's your day?
Didn't I tell you to stay away? Krutov and that ritualist could still be alive down there.
I'm doing well.
No, it can't be. How?
Serge climbs out, brushes himself off, and runs to the lieutenant.
The place is tiny, but I don't see them. Not even a trace.
They got away again.
Lilia kicks a small mushroom at her feet in frustration.
Probably used multiple short-range teleport rituals. Blech. Hopefully the Alphas find something elsewhere. So, how did you end up here?
We can save that for later, Lieutenant. All that matters now is that I'm alive. For a moment, I honestly thought that this would be it for me.
He almost stumbles over his words to get the next question out.
How are things in the city? What's happened to Commander Ivan and the rest of the Corps? It looks like the bandits and the menace are gone. What's going on? Come on, tell me! Did we win?
Lilia crosses her arms, not knowing where to begin. She takes a long drink from the flask she hasn't opened in a long time. Winter returns, and with it, the eerie silence of snow. A distant sound answers for her. Hollered voices, snorted horses, and the swirling of the wind, long grass all echoes on the banks of the shimmering dawn.
They did what they could.
Some sins can never be redeemed. Yet, it is not too late to keep them from spreading, from taking root again. For one's own sake, and for the sake of home and family. Bare fists struck steel behemoths. Soft flesh warded off fell sorcery. Their brittle lives were laid down so that others might be spared. And the living lift their eyes as the first snow falls. Time finds its rightful course once more. Winter has come.
Luckily, we won. For this round, at least.
To be continued. The long road ahead. Hopefully this is the last chapter part.
My mission on the Eastern Front is over, but the battle that took place here has left an indelible impression on me. It still strikes me like lightning. In the city of Beregrad, civilians, barely knowing how to handle a gun, gave their all to defend their homes from bandits and manus vindictae. The unyielding defense of the city streets brought crucial tactical space for the Xeno Cavalry Corps and their allies on the field, allowing them to strike the enemy's main force without restraint. Some lost their lives, but many more will live because of their sacrifice. I am certain those names will be remembered on this step forever. As an aside, I ran into Charon here. What are the odds of that? It's a shame I don't have time to share more stories with you in just one letter.
So who is she writing to? Is it Meryl?
I hope one day to tell you all about them in person. And
Oh.
don't worry about me, my dear Marianne. I'll soon return to the Foundation headquarters. I look forward to hearing from you.
That the only letter you want to send?
Who is she? He. The knight folds her letter, seals it in an envelope, and presses the Foundation's wax seal on it on solemn care.
I would have written more if I knew you'd be delivering them personally. If you're returning to the Western Front, please bring this letter to Montpé. Someone there will pick it up.
Ah, you mean that gargoyle girl, right? She's not hanging around Montpé anymore.
Huh? Do you know where she went?
Can't say that I do, but I have run into her a few times since.
Hans looked as though it's chill as he run up his spine.
First time was in Luxembourg. I was out looking for something when she decided to press the muzzle of her gun against the back of my head. I thought she was still holding a grudge over what happened at Hill 299. I wouldn't blame her. After all, Creus owes her a hell of a lot more than a little thanks. But turns out she just wanted to have a chat with the member of the 12.
What did you talk about?
Something about setting rules. Said she doesn't mind helping out when her objectives overlap with ours. On the condition that we share with her each and every piece of information we have. Must have been serious, right? Doesn't seem like the kind of person who appreciates a joke.
Maybe just your jokes.
Could be. Anyway, I don't know her exact whereabouts, but finding her again shouldn't be too hard. I'm sure she wouldn't want to miss your letter.
Thanks. So, why were you sent here?
Creus wanted me to do some mopping up. Lucky me, always stuck with the chores. Watching to see if the Xenocore here show any unusual political tendencies after the battle. Making sure they've cut contact with Ego. Oh, and Blackbird.
He pulls a document from his coat and hands it to Marcia. After a pause, she carefully opens it.
Meryl, head to the Don River region immediately. Cover your tracks and investigate the Golden Famine there. Reyes, November 10th? That was before Meryl's desertion. Then she didn't run away after all?
Nah, the date's fake. Creus wrote up this secret order right in front of me after your report. The seal on the signature hadn't even dried when I set out.
A little paperwork filed after the fact should be harmless.
I see. Are you sure you should have told me this?
Aaron's face darkens unexpectedly.
We're on the same team. If we can't trust each other, we'll all end up in the ditch when shit hits the fan. Know what I mean?
You make a good point. Meryl's still resting. Should I call for her now?
I'm here.
The deserter is spared for now by the secret order. He sat from behind Marcia with a sheepish look on her face. Even tilts his chin at her.
Your days of fluttering under a babysitter's wings have come to an end, Blackbird. You may be off the Foundation's hook, but I'm afraid some form of internal punishment within the squad is inevitable.
Internal punishment?
Hearing that, Meryl takes a slow step back.
Don't think you can get away again.
Like catching a rabbit, the man pulls Meryl out from behind the knight.
Hey, go easy on her.
I'll be keeping tabs on her from now on, Marcia. Even got a tracking serum. Creus's order.
So Meryl's back on the team.
Tracking serum?
Yeah, goof juice, invented by some eggheads. Still in development, actually. Our little runaway will make the perfect lab rat.
I won't run again. Trust me, I swear.
Keep that voice down. You trying to tell the entire world you're a deserter? Or you looking for a taste the dumb bitter portion?
No.
He bites her lip.
Relax. I'll be traveling back with you.
A black warhorse trots over down the street, his old friend beside him. Is Andreas and Sharon?
It is good that you've returned to your friends, Meryl. May your journey ahead be a safe one. And thank you, Marcia. Tending to this broken body must have taken a great toll on you. I am sorry for any pain it caused.
Please, don't think of it that way, Charon. I can handle my arcane skills. I'm just relieved that you're back on your feet.
Gotta say, I was surprised to hear you'd made it out this way, Gravedigger. Baravian told me it was you who covered Meryl's tracks.
Ooh, wait, leave Charon out of this. I forced him to help me.
What's got you so worked up? All you did was follow Creus's orders and cover your tracks, right?
Yeah. No, wait. Did I?
Yeah, you did. And keep that in mind if anyone asks.
Oh, okay.
Sharon, struggling to follow the conversation among the whole squad, gives up trying.
Life must flee death. It is our most basic instinct. Death is impartial, unstoppable. No creature should be punished for running from its shadow.
Sure. Don't worry. I'll make sure our friend here stays safe and sound.
A small hope in this grey world. Now, there's more work to be done.
You're leaving again, Charon?
Why don't you join us at the...
Foundation catches in her throat.
Never mind. I hope I see you again, Charon. Though, maybe not on another battlefield. I'd be happy to never see another corpse in my life. I'll miss you too, Andreas.
Meryl sits on tiptoes, wrapping her arms around Andreas' neck, and presses her cheek on his rough mane.
Goodbye, friends. I've made so many happy memories with you. Well, aside from the drowning. I'll miss you from the bottom of my heart.
May our reunion come in a more peaceful time.
Leading Andreas by the rein, Charon makes his way out of the city. They disappear in the winter grassland, returning to the long, hard road they must walk. To be continued, there's more. Administration complaint. Some Foundation staff have been complaining about rats on the floor lately. Pure nonsense. You're Merlin. Wait. About the tracking serum thing. Were you joking, right? Hey Meryl, you're 2 hours later than yesterday. Maybe it's you who should be using the tracking serum on me, eh? I get it. There's no such thing as a tracking serum, is there? Want a drink? I hear the kitchen just received some fine bottles. My dear hound, this really matters to me. I'm begging you. P.S. What a coincidence. You're here too. Captain, my written apology is on your desk, and... Your mama! You tricked me again. Wait! I had to sit through 3 meetings in a row this morning. My head's spinning. If you follow me again, I'll drag you straight to Curious. What? Don't! If you ask me, we should have left you on the steps to fend for yourself. Why did Curious insist on dragging you back for an ejection? So the tracking serum actually exists. I'm really getting injected? That's right, you're getting a shot. One year below Captain's soul, took from some lab. Satisfied? You're stole it from a lab? I never said that. Wake up, Blackbird. Your time's running out. I'm leaving. So that we're wondering is the tracking serum true, or is it just a thing that she's that the Hound is playing with on her? Stage 24, the day of departure. After the dust settles, he makes the decision. The streets of Belgrade are packed. The people hug and laugh, and the soldiers drink and sing to their hard-won victory. But deep below the church, in a room from another age, there's nothing but silence. They're talking about the Amber Room. What are we gonna do in there? The white marble chair is smooth and cold. The touch of the fingertips sends a distant call across space, time and space.
Is it really you?
She sits and a pain prickles through her skin. A pain that is not her own.
What have you been through?
Are these all her memories?
Where are you?
We should let her get some rest. Burton.
Who are you?
Golden thread.
We all walk our own paths, seeking our own answers. But our paths will surely cross again.
Timekeeper.
Igor? He gets to her feet, tearing her from those memories and thrusting her back into the real world. The footsteps that follow carry a note of caution.
This room had always been locked to me, but now it is blindingly white.
Mr. Igor.
I wouldn't sit in that chair. Not unless you know it to be necessary.
Herb sat here. I wanted to try it myself.
Find anything useful?
Some documents on the experiment. The person who told me about this room might be interested. But if you mean to ask about Erd specifically, I haven't learned anything more than I did on my first visit. You were there. What do you know about the experiments in this room? What did they want from her?
Her usual reasoned words come quickly, driven by her hunger for answer.
What did you do to her?
The things the Pax House did to Earth. I'm sure you've pieced it together somehow. After the second storm, the Foundation led an effort to build an emergency response system. But after Manus Vindicta reared their head, and in the wake of the vanishing of 2 eras, we realized no system could stop the storm. We needed Earth.
And you tracked her down, only to find she'd become someone else. An investigative journalist, a humanitarian doctor, anything but the identity you were hoping for. You tried every method to force that version of her, a blind woman you had no need of, into becoming Erd again, the one from 1999.
We, or the Pax House, believed that no matter the nature of the storm, whether Manus Vindicta forged new psyches from the realm of souls, or twisted the entire material world to warp memories on a universal scale, the key to every question about the storm was tied up in Earth, the original Earth. The Loop Laboratory and the vessel ensoulment experiments conducted here were dedicated to finding that key.
Was that your goal? To find her and end all this?
The old admiral closes his eyes, neither to recall or
Igor.
avoid.
Do you also want to return to the era before the storm?
No reply comes. Igor moves to the corner as if searching for something.
Just as I suspected, they didn't have time to evacuate with these materials.
From a pile of discs, he lifts a white book as thick as his dictionary.
Take it.
It's heavy.
Its surface is as cold and hard as marble.
The weight of 43 souls combined.
Huh?
The souls of those whose identities were displaced after the storm. I abducted them from all around the world, a way to regain my footing among their ranks. I placed my trust, my hope even, in the Foundation, believing that these experiments would one day bring back the people I loved.
But you chose to walk away.
43. Each soul left behind a husk. I buried every one of them. I've buried so many people since the storm. I've lost count. I stopped counting.
He takes the black cube from his coat and murmurs an incantation. It floats above his palm.
Arcana's body was annihilated, but her presence and yours. Even with my modest lineage, I feel her presence everywhere, at all times. She bestowed on me a boon that let my army cross the storm. It worked as she promised. But after leaving Antarctica, the barrier that boon created could shelter only one person. I did still use it as a beacon to find a new sanctuary, but it cost us dearly in time and effort. Meanwhile, Krutov seized the opportunity to wreak havoc along the Don.
A bitter smile colors Igor's face, and he stops channeling arcane energy into the boom.
This is Arcana's mockery of me, the mixed blood arcanist who dared mimic Noah.
But you managed to build your own ark, didn't you?
He gives a dry laugh that is neither a yes nor a no. Then he sets the boom down on the white book. When she reaches out to it, the ever-present thread pulls taut that fades into the air.
Huh?
You are the true savior destined to lead us from the flood. Take it. Back to our deal, Timekeeper. I brought you to this laboratory as promised, and told you secrets the Foundation would rather keep hidden. Along with this boon, I believe I have done enough to earn your favor.
What is it that you want?
Only that you consider me a partner in the future, so that we may help each other when the need arises.
I'm still the timekeeper of the St. Pavlov Foundation. You're betting your life and freedom on nothing more than my favor.
Not my first gamble. I have confidence. You and I share the same enemy in Arcana. There is another matter. Krutov has passed the mask trial. He is more dangerous than ever before. We defeated him at Tomarovka, but there was no sign of his body.
So you're suggesting...
Manus Vindicta lacks leaders with modern military training. I suspect Krutov will become key to their future conflicts with the Foundation.
Having left the timekeeper to her devices, Igor slips past the street celebration and leaves Beauregard.
Father.
As you said, Muldir, the timekeeper is unlike most of her colleagues.
A soft laugh comes from the communicator. The events at the South Pole are still fresh in her mind.
She's a truly extraordinary young woman. Based on my collaboration with her team in Antarctica, I'm sure she has prospects beyond the Foundation. I hope your meeting brought something of value.
It did, to my surprise. Recall all personnel on the field to the Sanctuary. We need to accelerate recruitment and redeployment.
Mulder is temporarily rendered silenced by the abruptness.
Father.
Let the residents of any nearby villages join us if they wish. We need all the strength we can muster.
All of them?
Civilian or soldier, human or arcanist, take them all in.
The Admiral answers with an unwavering conviction.
And keep an eye on Ptolemy until I return. And should I not return, command of the Griffin Legion will be transferred to you.
Father.
Igor, standing at the banks of the Don, gives the old city one last glance and ends the call.
What's the rush, old man?
The gun muzzle presses at the back of Igor's head.
I've been expecting you, Lieutenant Lilia.
So you recognize that Ptolemy is a good-for-nothing bastard then? At least you're a better father than you're a soldier. But being a half-decent father won't save you from the crimes you've committed or the lives you've taken. I said it before, I'll say it again. I will personally escort you to the judgment seat.
Give me a minute, I'll go deal with the intruder. Walking into my home with blood-soaked boots. Such insolence. Does he think sending people to die makes him special? He'll pay for this in blood.
Please calm yourself.
I am calm. He brought the blood here, so he'll pay by cleaning up every drop. I won't even lend him a rag. He can use that fancy coat of his for all I care. And this plan to restore everything to how it was? Utterly foolish. But the fact that he followed it to the letter makes him no different from the ones who devised it. To realize their grand vision, those so-called realists kept piling weight on one side of the scale. Sacrificing one innocent life after another, just so someone could remember a name that wasn't hers anymore. Absurd. I have one thing to say to those arrogant megalomaniacs wanting to play gods. Anyone who has forgotten their own name is as good as dead, and forcing them to wear it again won't change a thing. What happened has happened. Those bloody footprints can never truly be erased.
Stage 20. Stage 25. Crime and Punishment. Another bullet bearing another name falls into tumbling brass bag. Oh, thank you for the follow, XLab.
Raise your glass to the Xeno Cavalry Corps.
Have you decided which character you are pulling? Or did you already pull? And if you did, which character did you decide to get?
За корпус, за летающих ведьм и за Переград.
Oakmutz meets in a toast, golden liquor overflowing at the rim.
To everyone!
This is nothing like the samogon we brew in the village.
Too fiery for you?
Alright, take care, XLab.
Not fiery enough.
He drains his mug and lets out a hearty laugh.
Hit me!
Lilia sits with a celebrate, cheeks flushed and her eyes still sharp on the gates outside the tent. When she sees the Griffin soldiers leaving in 2 and 3, she spits, picks up her broom, and strides out.
Where are you going, Commander? You're the star of this party.
Come on, quit with the titles. Lilia's just fine. I'm just going to get some more drinks from the city.
Oh, flying under the influence. You sure?
Catch me if you can.
The engine flares orange. Her new broom, carrying Lilia and the name Red 38, shoots in the cloud and disappears. How you doing, Lilia? How's everything? How's your day been? Thanks for the stretch. Ah. Alright. The commander examines the trail towards Belgrade with a puzzled look, then lifts the tent flap and steps inside.
Where's Lieutenant Lilia off to?
The city. Said she'll bring back more drinks.
Weighing the bottle in his hand, he lapses into silence.
I'm afraid there won't be any judgment for me, Lieutenant Lilia.
Oh yeah? What's got you so confident?
This war between Manus Vindicta and the Foundation will grind on for a long time to come. They
I'm doing
won't
well.
give the order to arrest me until it ends.
The gun pressed harder against his head. An arcane skill is like any other. It has no defense against a bullet.
They might call us traitors, but still, our names and faces are listed as martyrs in Zeno's Hall of Merit. They know that others doubt, and they fear for their morale. They know I still live, of course. Even so, the Foundation gains nothing from making an enemy of me, so long as I remain a potential ally.
The threat bringing him no fear, he answers her anger with a measured calm.
And as a result of my actions in São Paulo, the rift between the Foundation and the various factions of Zeno has been laid bare.
Rift?
Hino should have been at the front lines of this war with Mantis Vindicta, yet the Joint Command sends him in the Eastern Front. Lilia knows he speaks the truth.
So if the Foundation put you on trial, it'd be like they're spitting in Zeno's face.
He looks up in the sky and despites herself. The flying witch she puts on control pass overhead. The gray and white Foundation uniform makes them look like fluttering
But the
doves.
Bucks house will intervene.
Even if their direct intervention would sever all trust between the Foundation and Xeno.
Sever all trust. How?
The last thing Xena wants is to relieve the shame of São Paulo. Likewise, the Foundation has no desire to reveal how deep their network goes. If the Pax House intervenes, that delicate balance will crumble.
Wait, network? Do you mean the soldiers you dealt with in Sao Paulo?
10 humans and 4 canists refused to join our rebellion. 3 were spies we had long sniffed out. As for the rest...
Ego closes his eyes. He won't defend himself any further.
Bullshit! They were all our comrades. Every one of them.
A troubling figure tightens on the trigger.
They fought together with you, shared their canteens and rations with you. You could have sent them off somewhere, could have arrested them, knocked them out, put them to sleep. You had a million ways to pull off your rebellion without killing them. You chose to murder them. Why?
The old man's breath doesn't hasten, but his chest
The
heaves.
Apostles' Brotherhood was watching. To reach a future free from meaningless sacrifices, some cost must be paid.
So you used them, ended them so you could go on with the Manus.
Yes.
You'll pay for what you did.
I've committed many crimes. I will not run from them. I will be ready to surrender my life when the day comes. But it has not come. Until it does, I will continue to assist the Timekeeper. Her fight is only just beginning.
The wind drops and the grassland falls still. Only the young pilot's breath grows heavier.
Сука, блядь!
He flings the revolver to the ground, the wild grass swallowing it.
All the goddamn arrogance! You ready to die? No, your death won't fix anything. What about everyone who decided to follow you, huh? What about Lopera? You owe her an explanation. Блять! You were right about this old fart, Ivan. He's got a screw loose in the brain. Someone should send him to Mesmer Jr. to sort him out.
The commander steps out from behind a rise. Clearly he has been watching unseen from the start. He studies Igor, searching for a trace for the past in the weather's eyes.
You are a madman, Igor. Except Manus Vindicte, who else dares challenge Xeno and the Foundation? And now even the Manus march against you. Your legion walks amid tigers.
Igor turns to his old friend with an unusual calm, as if the words sinking into the mirror.
Amid tigers? No. My legion soars high above, like the indomitable griffin. My children will rend their foes with claws, and guard their friends with wings, and they will bear the ark safely through the currents of time.
Don't flatter yourself.
Lydia splits.
Nothing you do will ever be enough to atone for what you've done.
Agreed. Still, none can deny his deeds in Antarctica and Belgrade.
Antarctica. I heard from the Capitan that Ulrich bypassed the Manus troops thanks to Lieutenant Moldir. That your order?
No. This was Moldir's choice. I did not intervene, true. But I cannot take any credit for it.
Stubborn old fart. You step even one toe out of line, you're dead.
She mounts her broom. Before starting the engine, she looks back at Igor. He points up at the flying witch in the cloud.
We'll be watching you. I will be watching you.
Igor responds with a slow nod. A shipless anger sits on Lydia's chest. He snorts and tears into the sky.
We were just like her once. Young, unable to ignore anything we saw as unjust. Compelled to personally right every wrong.
But we never put our lives on the line like her, did we? Wait.
The scar on his brow moves with a smile. Memory does live in those old eyes.
You did.
So did you. I never thought an old cat like you would change his spots. Not a change I favor, mind.
A river turns foul when it holds. We must all find our way to the ocean.
Igor steps towards the river, his boots spawn cutting line in the soft mud at the bank.
I suspect you were the one that persuaded the lieutenant to leave her gun unloaded.
I owed you for what you did for the poor.
The commander runs an agile hand through his hair and joins Igor.
Got a cigarette?
I quit back in '99.
The famed commander of the Xeno cavalry pulls a handful of grass from the nearby tuft.
Do you have any idea how many of my silly pups wish to follow you after Tamarovka?
I found a place, somewhere big enough to welcome you and the Corps.
I'm not ready to have a bounty on my head.
But you spoke in this bounty target's defense. What did you say to Lieutenant Lilia?
I gave her a choice. End your life with a bullet, or let you live, bearing the pain of your guilt.
Did you ever consider that I might just be a cold-hearted tyrant? That I feel no guilt at all? We've all changed since the storm.
I read your letter, old friend. No truth serum could tell me more than it did. I tarnished with my own hands the honor we once held dear. Molly, please tell Lopera that...
A dark icon glows appears on the letter. A shadowy mouth emerges from it, chews it down and drags it into the void. A jar in Igor's hand flickers, a firefly dims and falls to the bottom.
Really? Running your old bones deeper into the ground just to protect your privacy?
Privacy. I thought you'd never heard of the word.
I didn't mean to pry. The soldiers were getting their letters. Yours was the only one with no name. We ride out come morning. We all know that many of us will never return. You still have a chance to come to the siege before we leave.
You want me to take those young soldiers in?
This was never meant to be their war.
Lydia's aircraft has left a lingering line across the sky.
They deserve to see the new spring.
Five days later.
Located in a Foundation facility, completely confidential, and no field mission application required. You're more thoughtful than I expected, Timekeeper.
Let's make the most of our time, Mr. Irenai, before our absence draws unnecessary attention.
Then let's cut to the chase. About the vessel ensoulment experiments conducted in the Amber Room laboratory. What have you learned?
I managed to recover documents detailing the experiment's main procedures. However, I didn't find anything significant about Erd.
And that's the end of the main event. So that's pretty interesting. Hmm? Let's see what's this. November 20, 1920, Eastern Front, Don River region. A Xeno Cavalry Corps detachment conducts a routine patrol and engulfs bandit force along the way. While pursuing the fleeing bandits, the unit unexpectedly discovers a suspicious camp. So Lilia and Sergi. So there's no is there like no mission things? Got Marrow, Black what's this? Wait a sec. Huh? We're doing all. Wait. Okay, Sergi. Oh, there we go. There it is. I think. No? Oh. I'm not sure if those were. Oh, thank you for the posture check. I just had to help my parents before. Let's see. So X squad member Hound reported that the two sides recently experienced some minor friction in the Luxembourg area. Although the situation ended peacefully, we request clarifications on the objective to avoid misunderstanding your position. 2. The exclusive gargoyle. Okay. 5 seconds. Lilia, do you have any plans today? Doing any art, music, or collabs? So this is a letter sent to Marsha. It's been a long time. How's everything going in the Foundation? There's nothing left to do in the Western Front, so I accepted a commission and came back to Luxembourg region. Unexpectedly, Hound is here as well. I initially thought he was pursuing me, but once I put a gun to his head, he became quite obedient. He set a few rules with him. As long as he does not interfere with me, I will provide assistance just as we did on the Western Front. I intended to have him pass along the letter, but I preferred to avoid excessive involvement with the Foundation. Perhaps we can meet and talk someday. I hope you remain safe. Oh, nice. So we did just finish the main event for the Reverse 999. We may go to Marsha's character story soon. Oh, thanks for the hydrate. I know in let's see, in 4 hours or so we're gonna do a collab for prop hunt. We're with Spaz, Toxic Soup, I think Stone Agony, Millie. I'm not sure who else is going to join us. The Rebels, Mantis Vindictae, November. Wait, did I just read this before? I think I. Wait, did I? Okay. Dispatch from Foundation staff member. While we obtained the advice from an occultal specialist, we lacked a short-term means to resolve the Golden Famine. If the Foundation were to invest specific resources into the Wishing Spring, would it be possible to improve crop conditions in the Eastern Front? To the Spring Ilfin. Okay. So these are little mini things. Wait, did I? Okay. What's this? Facing a growing strength of local bandits, Xeno Cavalry Corps is clearly outmatched. Their immediate priorities is to recruit young riders willing to oppose the bandits and replenish their ranks as soon as possible. Foundation staff member A. Yesterday, I ran into the Xeno soldier who's just come back from reporting in the Eastern Front. He leaned in and told me as quietly as he could. Igor's troop might have been active out there too. You mean the Xeno rebels? The cleanup work in Sao Paulo isn't even finished yet. Are things really going about to blow up again in the Eastern Front? I can't figure out what anyone would want in a place where people are barely getting enough to eat. I hear Tedium Timekeeper has also submitted an external assignment request for the Eastern Front. Maybe something big's really going out here. It's Commander Sirius. Drop it. Time to get back to work. So, from Soundstone Foundation, we have received Timekeeper's application for field operation in Eastern Front. Given the current instability of the region, we have reserved about deploying her team and resources to your assessment. We may just go ahead and start Marsha's one. So let's see, how many is this? Oh, I'm not sure if any of these are important though. Oh wait, I missed something. Alright, that's cleared. Timekeeper. Missing anything else? Bandit Ambush, November 25, 1920. The Cavalry Corps conscription officer attempted to enlist new soldiers in Purvis Nagia, a student from the Dawn, but the village is attacked and looted by bandits, forcing the recruits into combat. Okay. Meryl. Alright. Let's go to Marsha's. Wait, what was this other thing? Was clues updated? Hmm. Hmm. Let's see.